doesn't really have a good transition, does it?
I don't know.
You don't know? You couldn't see it?
I don't know how to. Well, I heard it. Yeah, it sounds terrible.
You heard it?
No, I heard the audio immediately stop and then it cuts to us.
Yeah, so it doesn't have a good transition. That's what I'm saying.
There might be a way to fade it. I don't know.
Well, it's
So
too
I should
late
stop
now.
playing Balatro now? Is that what you're telling me?
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I gotta...
That's what you're doing to gear up for a show, is fucking around with Balatro?
Well, I got this Devil Tarot card, and I'm trying to figure out which card to turn into a gold card, because then I get $3 when I
knew it was gonna be... I knew the show was gonna be so much worse doing it remotely. and now I feel... now I see that I was... I overestimated it.
No, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be even worse than
I'm gonna be so excited from my Balatro game that I'm gonna be like, so excited for the show.
Yeah.
All the excitement of getting a big multiplayer. I'm almost done. I got like a couple more hands. All right, I'll put it down for now.
How much time do you spend playing that game?
Not that much lately.
Do you stream it?
No, because I don't know, man. The problem with streaming games is like...
Nobody wants to watch, right?
Well, yeah, the guys who get good at streaming games only stream the same exact type of game over and over, because there's some guys who are like, oh, I don't like Call of Duty. This is gay. And then you play Balatro and they're like, I don't like Balatro. This is gay. And you're like, all right, man. So the only streamers that get popular are the guys who just play Fortnite every day or Minecraft.
So the reason why you couldn't be popular at streaming is because
I have too great wide taste, too many things that I enjoy.
And the John Q.
Stupid audience, John Q. Public, goes, duh, I only like one kind of game. I don't want to watch two kinds of game. You just go back to playing the other game.
I wish I could say that was not true, but it totally is. If
it's obviously
fail
true.
Streams not playing Mario, then I just don't watch.
Yeah, there you go. So I can't stream Balatro.
I guess we should do the real theme song.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to be synced up at all, but we'll try.
What do you mean?
Well, because like I might hear it delayed. I'm not sure.
How's that going to affect? Like how much of a delay do you think there's going to be?
Well, we're going to find out, I suppose.
What if it's like 2 minutes?
Do you remember when Ralph tried to do a karaoke show and it didn't work because he was playing the song on his end and the people were trying to sing over it on their end and it was like completely out of whack?
Well, you don't have to sing over this.
Okay, well, I mean,
you don't even have to nod your head. You could not even listen.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't
well,
think
singing is like you got to be right on the beat and stuff.
Right.
You don't really have to be on the beat of a...
But I have to say, biggest problem in a particular, style. It's very important to the show. It's one of the trademarks of the show. If we don't have that, some of the magic's gone.
Yeah, I know how particular you are about being,
the magic.
Professionalism and stuff.
It's good to be prepped.
Okay, well, here, ready?
Yeah. Right? Biggest.
Yeah. Well,
problem.
You asked when you should have said biggest.
The universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks fuck, and do I even have one?
The only show
paying
that
to have
ranks
your
fuck?
car fixed, to Vito getting the stream nixed, taken down by Sir Trollot. I'm your host, Nick Master, with me as always, remotely.
Hello.
I don't even know where he is.
Live and on location.
His Balatro compound.
It's a good game. I really think you would enjoy it.
You sold it to me like it was the most exciting thing in the world.
Talk to Johnny about it. Johnny plays Balatro.
No, you misunderstand. I don't want to hear about it ever again.
Watch a stream of it.
Why would I? I don't know how to play it.
Yeah, but you'd figure it out like pretty quick. It's all about... The guy talks about what he's doing when he's playing it. It's like, I got to get, the red Joker because that'll multiply all my queens.
But I don't want to know how to play it.
All right.
I don't want to consume this content.
But you consume Mario speedruns. You consume like other junk video game trash. Why not this?
Because you have to pay attention to Balatro, and it sucks you in. You don't have to pay attention to Mario. You just look every once in a while, and they do a jump.
That's true. You can turn around and you go, "Whoa, where'd you get that Joker from?"
Yeah.
I missed a exciting buy.
And I might want to play Balatro, and I don't want to do that. I have enough problems. I don't need to add gambling to them.
You're not gonna have any time for video games soon, right? You're gonna have that kid.
Oh, dude, can you believe they delayed GTA 6? They really fucked everybody with a pregnant wife right now.
You're not gonna get to play that. That's not happening.
Well, I was hoping to play it, before.
Well, yeah, before the kid pops out.
No, before the kid could like recognize violence.
Oh.
But now I don't know if it comes
put it
out
on
in
the
March. I'm like, you're kind of a little old to be watching me play GTA 6.
Yeah, it's starting to.
Because I'm
going to
be driving over all the Pride rallies.
It's a good question. Like, I wonder what the youth who are exposed to their parents playing video games, like, what has happened there?
It's fucked them up. What do you mean?
But why? How? Like, you can't. I
Because
guess yeah, maybe it has.
You're not supposed to. You're
not supposed to let
really
kids see murder and violence and sexy women.
Well, the sexy women's okay because they're never going to see that in real life. They'll think it's like a magical creature.
Right.
They're too fat. But the murder and stuff, that's bad.
Well, can't you just like pop the kid in the other room and then go murder?
I don't think you. I think popping the kid in the other room is how you end up in jail.
Is that how you end up with a Dahmer type situation?
That's how you end up with a
Shaniqua
type
my dad had to go murder
situation.
virtual hookers, and he put me in the other room every time. All
I
could hear was the screams through the walls.
I feel like it's mostly fine because it's like cartoonish violence, but then every once in a while they're like pulling teeth, they're torturing people, and you're like doing the joystick to put.
That torture sequence really stuck with people, huh? From that last GTA.
Well, it's jarring, and you're like pulling teeth out with the vibrator thing.
I have a buddy who's like, I can't play GTA, and I'm like, why? He's like, because there's a part in the game where you have to rip a guy's teeth out and you can't skip it. And
Did you order? Here's the attention you ordered.
Yeah, I know. I was like, come on, man, just like close your eyes, have somebody else do it. He's like, no, I'm not okay with it. I was like, all right, taking a principled stand.
Did you see Elon won't play it because it's violence against cops?
Did he say that?
Him and Miles Chungus were like sucking each other's dicks about who.
It's always been violence against cops. What are you talking about? The whole series has always been the cops are chasing you and you get a rocket launcher and kill cops. What do you mean?
The cops aren't good in that game. They're not.
No, they're like corrupt, fucked up cops. They're not like law-abiding, back the blue fucking guys.
Yeah, they run over people too. Like if you drive through a hospital, the cops will chase you through a hospital. They're not good guys.
That's man, we're reaching a weird, pathetic level of politics with the grandstanding and the just saying shit I know you don't actually believe. Like you saw the numbers this week.
What numbers? Like radio numbers?
4687 or
86 47.
8647.
Yeah, Comey should go to prison for that. You should go to prison too for laughing.
Yeah, I should go to prison. Yeah. One of the Krasnstein brothers said the Secret Service came to his house or something. So
don't send them to prison because they'll like getting fucked in the ass too much.
They'd have a good time.
They'd have a good time getting ass fucked by black guys.
So I got to pretend 8647 is the scariest. God, we're back to. I guess because the left did all the dog whistle stuff where it's like, oh, you put 88 in your profile because of this, blah, blah, blah. So now everyone's playing numerology to fuck with each other.
No, because we know that means someone kill Trump. That's what he was saying.
No, it doesn't. Why would it mean that?
Because that's what you guys have been doing for 10 years, trying to kill Trump. What are you talking about?
Well, I didn't try. That one kid tried. He fucking aimed a little right. We had a whole different world, but
I saw Hutch. I saw Hutch saying on Twitter that, like, when you get 86'd from a bar, it means that they want to kick you out. Does that mean every bouncer wants to kill you? And I immediately thought of, like, 12 times I've been kicked out of a bar and the bouncer's in the street screaming at me that he hopes I wreck my car and die in a car accident that night. And I'm like, yeah, it does. I think it does mean that, Hutch.
People are saying, guys, are you hearing my fan or something? How's my audio?
Oh, don't ask chat that.
Well, I don't know.
They're never going to, what are they going to, just tell me what they're saying.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking them to tell me if there's something wrong with my audio.
You just stopped and asked if there was something wrong for no reason?
No, I saw people mentioning stuff that I thought. Well, I don't know.
It's fine. Sounds
good to me.
Who are you paying attention to? You're just on a fucking, you're on a shitty mic. That's it.
Okay. Well, I just changed my audio settings. Is it better or worse?
Do you want me to come back
I don't know,
when
man.
you're done?
Okay.
What did you change your audio settings? What are you talking about?
I turned it off that automatically
your fan sounds
tone.
horrible.
Does it actually?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a fan on?
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, it's supposed to knock it out.
What's supposed to knock it out?
The filters.
How do you think? What do you think? It's magic? He thinks it's magic. Where did he go?
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
Well, normally I have like a filter on it. That's fine. I got to figure out how to do that.
A filter cannot filter your fan out. Just FYI.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
No. It's fucking up your voice big time if it's doing that.
Yeah, but like nobody seems to care. I have my fan running whenever I record YouTube videos, and nobody's bothered by it. But I think that's because it's routed through OBS, and OBS has noise suppression built into it.
Yeah. Okay. Here was last week's results. What was it? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Last time we did a show. Trucks are too big. Cafe regulations. Citation needed. Not having a car guy and terrorism haters. There you go.
Yes.
Jaegerbomb says the Vito Collins show was funny with gay sex and N-words. Did you get N-worded?
Yeah, at least once.
Yeah. Did you get gay sexed?
Somebody tried
what
to
the fuck is going on?
What? I'm adjusting things.
Why didn't you do that all day today?
Well, I didn't know that now how is it? Because now I turned on the setting.
I don't know. I have my audio all the way down.
I have reduced mic background noise on.
No, just don't have anything on in the background.
How's it sound? Test 1, 1, 2. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Okay, it sounds good.
So that's with a fan on?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to be sweating the whole fucking time. It's so hot in here.
You don't have air?
No, except for that. The air conditioner.
You have an air conditioner?
I have an air conditioner, but it has a fan.
Oh, my God.
That's the sound of the air conditioner.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Amy says, why not post the call-in special? Why did Vito take his shirt off? Why does he have so many boxes that you can't see the walls? Many questions to be answered. I didn't watch the call-in special, so I don't know if there's any highlights or things you want to say about it. Yeah, why do you have all those boxes?
Just collecting up those are all the consoles I got to get rid of.
Oh, okay. They're in boxes?
Yeah, well, each of them is tested and has the cords with it and the controller and everything.
Okay. I had a I saw that there was a bunch of comments on the last episode, but the video no longer exists, so I didn't happen to grab any of them. I don't know, or any of them. Did you?
Any of the comments from the what?
The last episode we had, I noticed that it mysteriously disappeared. I don't know.
It didn't mysteriously disappear.
I didn't happen to grab any of the comments from that.
Well, there's comments on the re-uploaded one. That one's up.
I looked, but they were mean, so I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of mean comments lately. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
The Hackamania comments were nice, though.
Well, the bad comment was the one saying, I'm gonna report your channel to Patreon and YouTube, and then I said, okay, I guess I should edit that video out of the stuff. So, somebody was an asshole, and, was trying to get our stuff taken down.
Oh, yeah. You made it pretty easy for them.
I don't know what the fucking rules are. I don't know.
You can't say... shy away from rape,
sexual innuendo topics.
That's not innuendo.
You have to say rape. You have to say grape.
Don't say that. No,
well, that's what they say, right?
Don't try to do it.
I'm just saying, like, isn't that what all the kids do now? Is they say, like, he's unalived.
Yeah, but they're not saying like I'm gonna grape you. They're talking about it in general. It's so bad.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I learned something about YouTube today.
Oh, that's good.
I'm always learning.
Okay. Well, Hackamania was fun. If you went, if you just watched it online, sorry, because live podcasts always look like shit when you watch
Well,
them.
our set was pretty good. The one thing people said was it's too bad the audience wasn't mic'd because we got some good laughs. I thought.
Oh, they were mic'd.
Were they not very loud though?
It seemed accurate.
Yeah.
For the parts I listened to, it seemed just like we were back there.
Well, we got glowing reviews. People seem to enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You were also on what, My Little Piggy, or which other show were you on?
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
No. I mean, at Hackamania.
At Hackamania. Yeah, I was on a couple of those shows. Hackamania.
So people can find those on YouTube. Everything from Hackamania, I think people have uploaded to their respective channels, so they can find that now.
You want to get to the problems then?
You want to do a little special segment?
Okay. Do you have something here?
I have a little.
Let me get you a.
Exciting. Could you have? I don't know what you have set up.
No, I could find one. I could have done this while you were fixing your fan, but.
Well, I don't know.
All right. Here's. Tell me if you've heard this one.
Please vote it out.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
My biggest
I like
problem dot show. Or I'll kill your fucking family. I'll sneak it through the window and slit your wife's throat. So vote.
Really nailing the falsetto there.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank
Who was
you,
that?
King. There you go.
Well, guys, welcome to Vote It Up, the exciting segment where we talk about some past stuff. You know what's cool about this StreamYard setup is now I get to bring in media and stuff.
That's the other thing I thought was going to be horrible.
It's me trying to present clips and whatever
Just
else.
videos, all like, oh god, I fucking.
But that's
hate
my
watching
favorite
videos.
thing is videos. I love.
I know, I hate it.
Let me see.
It's the fiddling around with it that's the worst part because you don't want to get where you're going.
Well, guys, from episode 19, this is an old one. The problem arose of Seth Rogen, who everyone really doesn't like. Seth Rogen is in our top 10 problems for some reason.
Because he sucks.
Yeah, he really does. Was there ever a point in time where we liked Seth Rogen?
Me, no.
Yeah,
People, yeah.
I think maybe when Freaks and Geeks was out, you're like, he seems like a relatable guy. But now he's like...
I hated everyone who talked about that show.
Seth Rogen to me is a guy who's straddling the line between I'm just a laid back normal dude and I'm obviously every Hollywood douchebag ever. You know, if you see, you remember when wasn't he messaging Dankula being like, "Hey, are you Jewish? I don't think you're allowed to make jokes about the Jews, man. That's not cool, man."
Yeah,
okay,
I think
Seth
that about
Rogen.
sums it up for Seth Rogen.
Well, for those of you who hate Seth Rogen, you must really be hating Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Which now features a new in-game skin based on Canadian comedian and actor Seth Rogen. I didn't realize he was Canadian. The Black Ops 6 Blaze of Glory event, Dick, if you can add this tab to the screen, is celebrating all things cannabis. Isn't that cool? Weed culture. Let's take a look. Featuring Seth Rogen.
Nice. All right, let's call this duty. Kaboom! Hey, man, where am I? Oh my God, this game is intense.
Wow, look at all the weed stuff you can unlock, Dick. This is exciting. You can get a weed gun, you can get a weed armor, and there he is. Okay.
Man, I love this job.
What is happening? Why would anyone want this at all? It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like... Did you ever play Call of Duty? Were you ever a Call of Duty guy?
No, I suck at those games. The shooting ones where you gotta
Yeah.
run around and shoot people. I'm not any good at them. I hate
Well, what's
them.
interesting is when they came out, they were maybe the tiniest bit Hollywood action set pieces of okay, this is a little over the top and a little exaggerated, but they were kind of serious when Modern Warfare came out, it's oh my God, this is terrorists and nuclear war and whatever else. And now it's all just zombies and Seth Rogen and pot smoking, and you're like, oh, that kind of sucks. We can't take anything seriously, huh?
Oh, it ruined the seriousness of the modern warfare video game for you.
I mean, at least the Modern Warfare. I mean, like they were like good Tom Clancy kind of political thrillers in a way. It was like
Did
interesting.
you play them?
Yeah, they were fun.
Yeah. Well, what are you supposed to do after you do like one nuclear bomb? Like just go do it again?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, man.
It was zombies and stuff in there.
Anyway, those games were pretty badass, and now it's just everything's become. I guess it's also the Fortnite-ification of everything. Is that everything just puts everything in? All the characters got to be in there. You see, Fortnite has a AI Darth Vader in it now that you can.
Yeah,
talk
that's my
to.
problem tonight.
Oh, okay, then I'll save that.
Yeah.
It's very bizarre. Anyway, guys, if you hate Seth Rogen, enjoy your Call of Duty Black Ops 6 being ruined. And go vote it up. Number 10 with 1,765 upvotes. One more for you, Dick. Now, this was one I brought in from episode 98. I said there's not enough Hitler movies. Okay, Hitler, obviously an interesting individual. Maybe more media around him would be enjoyable for the public.
Yeah.
And I think I was right because Kanye West's new anti-Semitic song has amassed millions
Oh, by the way, you
of
can't play
views.
that here.
I'm
I don't know
not
if you
going to
need
play
be
it.
told that, but yeah.
We can do like a rendition of it, though, right?
No.
Ninja Hall
We can only say,
Heimler.
we can only say how much it sucks. Like how it's not a good, not even a good song. That's my favorite cope for.
It's pretty good. The emo version of it that I heard was pretty good.
No.
West, who lost his lucrative Yeezy brand contract with Adidas after a series of vile anti-Semitic rants, glorifies Adolf Hitler in his new song titled Hail Hitler. Does he glorify Hitler in the song?
No, actually, he says that because he can't see his kids and he likes his wife, he likes to watch his wife getting fucked. That's why he's hailing Hitler, and everyone hates him and calls him a Nazi.
Yeah, see, I felt like
It's
the
like
song
really
was
pouty
like
and petulant.
very, yeah, but it was kind of like he's not actually saying Hail Hitler. He's like, oh, you're calling me a Nazi? Well, you know what, HH, buddy, yeah, take
fine,
that.
I guess I am a Nazi.
Yeah, which is that's not glorifying. He doesn't say like, and I love that Hitler guy in the song. That's not part of it.
Yeah, the Jews really bit on that bait hard.
Which bait?
The Kanye's Heil Hitler song. Like he floated it out there and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's funny." Like, "Yeah, I get it. Sucks to not have your kids." And the Jews just really went for it.
They should have just let it be on all the platforms. It probably would have just been like, "Yeah, that's Kanye. He's crazy." But instead now it's like, "Oh, dude, you can't even listen to it." Now so now there's all these like remixes and whatever. Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously you can find it anywhere. But they're scrambling. Like people keep uploading cover versions of it to Spotify and they're ripping it down.
Yeah.
I thought his new swastika is pretty cool, by the way. Did you see that?
No. When I posted it, or I don't know, I posted something about it when it came out, and my favorite commenter is the guy coming in explaining like why Kanye's not a good rapper anymore, or why he's not using the right like, oh, if Kanye was rapping like he was in 2010, then this would be good, but now he's chosen the affect. I'm like, bro, he's saying Hail Hitler. Like, that's all. None of that shit you're saying matters, you fucking nerd. Get out of here.
Guys who like try to analyze rap are like really interesting because they're always like, well, you know, the bars here, you know, and the rhythm he breathes, it really brings a sort of Brooklyn style vibe with more of a West Coast. And you're like, it's just a black guy rhyming over a beat. It's not like, you know, some guys do it fast. Some guys do it slower than fast.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you analyze rap.
I've never asked someone to do it. Like, I've asked someone to tell me why this painting is famous, or like, what's this? Why is this musician so famous? I never have once asked for an analysis of rap, and somehow I've gotten more of that than anything else.
Anytime you read any music review, it's kind of like you're like, how do you review music? I remember trying to read like Pitchfork, and they're like, oh, and you know, the eloquent tones don't match up to the and I'm like, who cares? Just say, yeah, this song one's good, song two kind of sucks, song three's got like a good beat, album 7 out of 10. Like, that's it. That's the most you could say about music. Yeah. Cool guitar on track 4. That's it.
Sounds cool.
That's the extent of music criticism. Anyway, guys, right now, our boy is being held back because they're trying to stop these great Hitler movies. There is an associated music video, which you should check out. And if you believe in the problem of not enough Hitler movies, currently number 351 with 241 upvotes. Don't forget to vote it up.
Please vote it out at biggestproblem.show or I'll kill your fucking family. I'll sneak it through the window and slit your wife's throat.
This guy really nailed it.
So vote.
See, if you're gonna rape anybody again, sing it.
Yeah, that's true. Put it in a
No.
song. Like
Don't rap
Eminem
it.
did that, right? Didn't Eminem always talk about he was going to do stuff?
Yeah, you could rape anybody you want. You just got to sing it.
Don't tempt me, sir.
So
Wait, did you won? I think my problem sucked.
Yeah, I won. Let me find my problem. All right, my problem is what the hell is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me?
This is a general for everyone or just you?
It could be anybody. You ever have that? You ever have that feeling? What
When
the
your
hell
body's
is wrong?
falling apart?
What the hell's wrong with me?
No, I've never experienced that. Everything about my health is tip top.
Well, I know what's wrong with you. That's the difference.
That's different.
What the hell's wrong
But
with
you know
me?
what's wrong with you?
I don't know. What are boobs like? I don't know. What's a vagina?
Feels like you've been going through a lot lately.
You know how expensive it is to not find out what's wrong with you?
Is that
About
what's
$2,000.
happening? You're paying a lot of money to not find answers?
Yeah, I know how much that. I don't know how much it costs to find out what's wrong with me. I know how much it costs to find out not what's wrong, to not find out what's wrong with me. Yeah, that was a Norm Macdonald joke for you. It costs about $2,000.
I mean, it seems like it's going to cost more. Are you going back to the doctor?
I figure at some point I'll just kill myself.
Oh no!
It can't cost that much more than $2,000. I'm just gonna dress up like my dog and go to the vet. They spread the doctors out too, so you'd think you just have one deductible, but they spread them out like between facial surgery and doctor. And so you're like, oh, I thought I hit this deductible already. Oh no? Oh okay. Well, I'm sure you're getting railed
from all sides.
Yeah, I'm sure you need this $300 more than I do, right?
You got to get the itemized like bill. You know that? Well, I guess you're not really hospitalized though.
What is the hell is that? That sounds
there's a hack that whenever they give you like a bill, you're supposed to go, yeah, can you itemize it? And usually when you ask them to do that, they end up dropping like $500 off it because they realize they have to actually justify the charges.
I don't think that is a real thing.
It probably people say to try it.
I don't think that
Also, if you can grab the doctor's gun, he has to give you free health care.
His gun or his gum?
Either one, actually. The gum's easier to grab, but if you get the gun, you have all the power.
I might do that. I might go ahead and grab that.
Grab that cop's gun. Have you thought about grabbing a screwdriver and gouging your ears out?
Yeah. That was the first thing I thought to do.
Yeah.
And then I had the thought of, well, if I do that, I'm just gonna wake up, and ironically, it will still be there. The ring everything will still be there. I know exactly how it's going. I told my wife when I went in for the allergy test at the beginning of the week. She's like, "Well, there's that," and I try not to be too cynical. And I said, "Well, I'm prepared for that to all come back negative." Have
you gotten back the allergy results?
Yeah, it's negative.
So you're not allergic to anything?
I don't know. She said, well, you might be allergic just up your nose. And I said, oh, okay. Then why do we do that? Why don't you test? Shove something up my nose. I've never had a problem with that before. So maybe you'll finally help me one time. She goes, oh no, I can't do that. That's another, you got to set an appointment to have someone shove something up your nose. I said,
Is it a nose problem?
I don't know.
Dude, you should get the cranial balloon.
I have that.
Wait, you got that?
Yeah, that was part of my $2,000. I bought. Oh man, I went on Reddit, fix my.
Well, you bought your own, or you went to a guy?
It's a thing you blow into with your nose. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about cranial facial release. Hold on, let me present a clip here.
Anyway,
What?
everybody, that's why we're doing the show remote. I just can't. I don't know what's going on with my hearing, so I'm assuming it's everything.
Here, watch this. This is what you need.
I apologize because I know it's going to be shitty. You said watch this,
Yeah,
and
can
then
you put
played
it up?
nothing.
No, you have to
Oh.
put the thing on the screen.
Right. Okay.
Great.
You all good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Watch this.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now...
You gotta go to
is
this guy.
Close this up, and I'm going to give a little bit of pressure. So you're going to start to feel a little bit of pressure there. Okay. Tell me when you can feel that
Yeah,
kind of little
Yeah.
bit of discomfort.
yeah,
Okay. Is that a little bit intense now, or how does that feel?
yeah.
Why are we watching this?
Okay.
I
All
thought
right,
this was
now
the one that's really violent and aggressive. Because usually there's one where they just inflate the balloon super quick, and this guy goes, ah! And his whole face readjusts.
Here's my problem. 30 million Americans are affected by rare diseases. How about that? They don't know what the hell is wrong with them.
Yeah.
Of these, 25 million have conditions that are undiagnosed. 1 in 10, 1 in 11. Wow, isn't that crazy?
Well, I would think wouldn't everybody have something that's undiagnosed? You don't go to the doctor all the time.
Well, everybody isn't sick.
Everybody's sick in some way.
Okay.
I mean, you got something going on.
Like what? You're ugly?
Oh yeah, that could be it. I don't know. Like you
You're
got bad.
diagnosed with that?
I mean, is this like? Does this not include physical ailments? You know, you might have like a cracked
Well, I don't think
vertebrae.
having like a sore thumb counts, or like
Okay.
you're tired. That
You're the
doesn't
one who
really
brought in
count.
finger pain as the biggest problem in the universe. So maybe
That's
the sore
not.
thumb.
You can't diagnose finger pain.
Right.
This is rare diseases. I don't have a list of them though. 300 million people worldwide. So 6% of the, or 3 to 6% of the whole world. Wow, and they're like even in India where they're like swimming around in shit and stuff. How about that?
Wait, in India they're undiagnosed?
Yeah, they're diagnosed as Indian.
Yeah, well then you definitely have some sort of sickness just from eating the fucking food.
Medically unexplained physical symptom. They call it MUPS. Between 15 and 30% of all primary care consultations involve symptoms without a clear medical explanation. So they're just wasting everybody's time with this shit.
I mean, but isn't the clear medical explanation that you've been going to all these loud events and loud bars and playing music loudly?
No, I don't go to loud. Vito, first of all, I don't go to very many loud things. Secondly, you don't wake up one day and have like deafening ringing in your ears.
Well, whenever somebody gets tinnitus, it's usually because they went to something loud.
I don't go to loud shit.
I don't
Stay at
know.
home.
Well,
What do
because
you mean?
Shatner,
Is it? What do you mean? I don't know. Why did you say it?
because I assumed, like, because Shatner got it from fucking thing
Shatner got it from an
exploded on the set of Star
explosion.
Trek.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't.
So were
I don't go
you
around
hearing any
explosions.
explosions nearby?
No. No.
You gotta read. I think Shatner has like a book or something, or like a talking series about dealing with tinnitus.
Why the fuck would I want to read that?
Because if he made it through, he and he went on to make T.J. Hooker and all that other great stuff.
The noise.
made a go
The
of
noise
it.
isn't bad. Is the pain is the pain is the
Wait,
bad
is it
part.
actual physical pain?
Yeah. Why do you think I'm doing this?
I thought it was just like because when I hear
Noise?
tinnitus, it's like noise. Yeah.
No, it's like stabbing pain.
Oh,
Constant stabbing pain.
well, that's horrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, why would I know that? I don't know. I'm learning all this.
Fibromyalgia and irritable bowel syndrome fall into this. All right. 16%, blah, 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 blah. Mystery, unexplained physical symptoms. How about that? The hell's wrong with me? I don't know. That's why you're getting a remote show today.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That sucks.
I know it does suck. So, how many
Academia
doctors have you
was
been to
rough.
so far?
Hmm?
How many doctors have you seen so far? I mean, like, are they running tests on anything else right now? or
5? Not really.
They have no idea what else to test for?
No. And I can't
what, you
drink
just-
because I gotta
Why can't you
assume that
drink?
because I gotta assume that the drinking's making it worse.
Why do you have to assume the drinking's making it worse?
Because anything could be made. Because drinking's not good for you.
What if drinking makes it better?
I thought that, but then I'm like, that's the disease talking. I know how to
Yeah, but if
recognize
it's the same
devil.
either way, you might as well be drunk through it because then you won't feel it as much.
That's not good either.
That could be beneficial. Ear
No.
pain is pretty bad. I was getting ear infections a lot, which is obviously not comparable to what you've got going on. But yeah, it's horrible.
What were you doing? Why were you getting ear infections?
Sometimes I just put stuff in my ears just for fun.
That's what I was thinking.
See what I can fit in there.
For later.
Yeah, well, that's why I have everybody. That's why I have Q-tips everywhere. Everybody always thinks it's for the cats. It's literally now I'm horribly paranoid about having any amount of moisture in my ears because that's what leads to ear infections. So I'm constantly cleaning out my ears because I don't want to get an ear infection. Because there was like a year where I just kept getting ear infections. They were like horrible. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
In your current apartment?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I don't
Do you have
know.
one of those ear cameras?
I do. That's why I bought it, was to see what the fuck was going on inside my ears.
What's going on in there? Anything good?
One time when I had like an ear infection, I looked and it was like bumpy in there. So, but it wasn't like, yeah, there was like weird bumps from the, I guess from the infection. I don't know.
That's fucking gross, man.
It was pretty gross. Yeah, like all the skin inside was like bumpy and weird. It looked diseased. But
yeah, I kind of want to get an ear infection so I can look in.
It is cool, that ear camera, but I was disappointed that I didn't have like a shit ton of earwax to scoop out of there.
Yeah.
I watched the videos where they have like a shit ton. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun.
My wife got nothing on hers, but mine was like full of gold. I was like,
really?
Oh, yeah.
Did
it
you
was
scrape
awesome.
it? Did you have
Oh,
a scraper
yeah, man.
attachment?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so jealous of you. I went in there. I couldn't get nothing.
It said
"There's nothing
high
in
score.
here."
High score. Good job. Like
Digging the gold out, man. All right.
There you go.
So you're never gonna
No
get better,
problem.
and that's it.
I don't know. I hope so.
Does it ebb and flow between days? Is like some days it's worse than others, I assume?
It's better on day 21 than it was on day 1.
Okay, so it's like it seems to be getting a little better.
Yeah, when did I get this shit? The 20, let's see, 7, 8. Oh yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. It's better today than it was 3 weeks ago. So we'll see. I don't know.
Oh,
I need to jack off more or less. I don't know which one.
Yeah, you should try a bunch of different stuff. When I had the ear infection, man, I was pouring olive oil in my ears because apparently it's like an old wives, I don't know, like one of those old remedies. But it actually did help.
Did it make you hungry?
For the olive oil that was inside my ear.
Yeah,
I grabbed a little piece of bread, sup it up. I tried putting balsamic vinaigrette in the other ear. For some reason, it wasn't as good. Didn't help as much.
Oh, that's cool.
Tried making a salad, but not too good.
Did you do it over a salad? Were you
try
pouring
pouring olive oil in your ears. You might like it. Maybe you'll actually.
I'm not pouring shit in my ears.
Pour olive oil in your ear. It like lubricates the whole ear.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, because it's oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It might deafen the pain.
I'll try it. If it's not better by next week, I'll give it a shot.
Look it up. Maybe
I'm not going to look it up because I don't want to be told not to do it by the AI.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think the AI would tell you not to do it. It's just oil.
That's all it does. That's the whole point of the AI. It just says don't do it. Talk to a health professional.
Oh, really? Have you been asking AI what to do about your shit and trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
I don't go to AI for that because I assume it's gonna lie and try to kill me.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because like, doesn't it make up fake sources and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, who knows? I'd be like, oh, hey, I got like this blister on my thumb, and they'd be like, oh yeah, just cut the fucking thumb off. You're gonna die, and I would believe it because it's a robot and it knows best. All right, it's my turn.
Yeah. Wait, let me play the sound. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Dick. Well, we went to Las Vegas. For Hackamania, and we stayed at, what was it, the Plaza Hotel?
It's a beautiful Plaza Hotel, man. The air conditioners, it's amazing. They renovated the whole hotel, but they kept the original air conditioners in the room from 1963. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Is that what that was? The air conditioner was good.
The air conditioner is loud as a dump truck. It doesn't have like gradations, so it's either full fan or no fan. It's just incredible.
I actually ripped the mattress off my bed and put it right in front of the air conditioner. It felt real good. Because then it was just blasting me, dude. I just
You needed
dragged
the
the
air
mattress
duct, though?
over to the corner of the room. What?
Yeah, you needed the
Yeah,
air
I left
duct,
it
though?
like that.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm sure the maids can get that mattress back on. Who cares?
throw it away.
Throw it away. Oh my god, I was basking in that AC. So I'm walking around the Plaza Hotel, and I told you I've been watching that guy's videos, that Jay Fructose, the guy who does the advantage play slots, where he checks each slot machine to see if it's gonna pay out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing that. I was like, maybe this one, and then it's like, this one has 9 money balls locked, and I'm like, okay, and I played it, and I won like $100.
Okay.
And I'm like, cool. And then I went to a different slot machine and I played it. I won like $100. And I think I ended up at the end of the trip up like $300 just by going to random slot machines and fucking around and playing some craps.
Big winner. Wow.
And it felt pointless. It was a complete waste of time, and I didn't enjoy any of it. I
You
hate
didn't enjoy
gambling.
winning money?
No, gambling is terrible. It sucks.
Yeah.
What's the point of winning money? What is the point?
Well, no, that's not the part of the bad part about gambling is losing the money.
Yeah, exactly. So you're
Yeah.
always risking the chance you're going to lose the money. And then even when you win the money, it's like, well, what do you do with the money? Well, you can lose
Buy
it.
bonds.
You can use it and you can lose it on elsewhere doing something
Yeah.
else.
Why don't you treat
You never-
yourself to like a nice new mattress or a better room or something?
You never achieve, because you're never gonna look. Maybe you get like lucky. Maybe you're one of these gamblers. You win like a big amount. But it seems like with gambling, it's like you win enough to go, yeah, whatever. Okay.
Man, you're upsetting me. The one thing I've always wanted to have at Vegas is like the guy at blackjack who went on like a run and won like 20 grand, you know? And everyone's screaming and then they're telling the story the next day. I've always been really jealous of that.
You want to be that guy?
Yeah, I want that experience.
Why?
I would pay for that experience because it's like
But the
because everyone's
experience is-
going nuts.
But it's
And you
nothing
think
you influenced. Like, there's no way to take pride in that. It's just you chose to sit at a table.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much
Randomly.
everything though. I don't feel like that responsible for my normal accomplishments in life. So it's
Well, but I do.
pretty good.
Like again, like if my stocks go up, I go like, yeah, because I chose that stock because I'm
yeah,
smart.
that's dangerous. You shouldn't think that.
I'm very smart and good at picking things.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about? I'm doing pretty good. All right.
That's what everybody thinks.
I know, until
You
it
don't
all
you
comes
want that
crashing back
experience where-
down.
Yelling and going, "Oh shit, that guy!" And they're all jealous of you because you're winning.
I had that experience. Did you see me and Tukey were gambling or whatever?
How much did you win?
Like $100, and it felt
That's not-
completely pointless.
That's not the same thing though. That's like nothing.
Okay, I've won like $1,000 one time playing. I started trying the online gambling or whatever, and I played a slot machine. And I won like $1,000.
Yeah.
And I just fed it back into the slot machine because what do? You just stop?
Well, slots are boring.
All of it's boring. I mean, I don't know. I guess I kind of like craps because it's like how long can you go before you hit a 7? But even then,
That's craps for you.
it's
Yeah.
only fun. Yeah, it's at the end of a game of craps, you're like, oh, cool, I'm up $15, $100.
Well, I don't know, man. What is it? You and Tookie at like 2 PM doing slot machines with each
Yeah,
other?
you want? Did you see the video? You want to see us?
No, I
us
don't want to see that
gambling?
video. I'm bored of even the description. That
We were
doesn't sound
watching-
like fun the way you're saying it.
No, it's not. It's all completely useless. I don't know how people enjoy gambling.
What's your problem?
My problem is gambling. It sucks.
Oh, gambling. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the point of it? Like,
Well,
what
it's like
could you?
thrilling because you're like it's kind of like a death. Like you're like risking all this time that you spent of your life to like buy yourself more time. So it's like,
But it feels like you could do that in other
dangerous.
ways that are way more interesting. Like games of skill are interesting. You know,
Like
where you gotta like
poker?
have. Well, I guess maybe poker. Yeah, poker's a little bit of skill.
those guys
so
are
that's
such
good.
douchebags, though.
The poker guys are douche. Yeah, well, they have to
Ah.
be douchebags because they
Yeah.
have to gamify the game or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just like, I'm in Vegas. I'm like, well, all of this looks kind of fun, but then I know what the actual experience is. The experience is I sit down, I put the money in, and I either lose all the money and I feel bad, or I win some amount of money and go, yeah, all right. I guess
Yeah.
I'll put that in the stack of money I already have.
Yeah.
And then what? You like dream about, oh, maybe I'll hit the grand, I'll hit the 250K. It's just a dream.
Well, why are you doing it?
Because I'm in Vegas. What else are you going to do in the fucking casino?
I don't know. You could go to the Mob Museum.
And because Jay Fructose told me that I can get a slight edge by counting the money balls in fucking Chinese checker nonsense 2000.
Yeah, but you love gambling. You watch it on YouTube and stuff.
Well, the gambling I like is the gambling on that Whatnot app because I at least win magic cards. And then I go, oh, good, that's a physical product.
Yeah, okay.
That I actually can apply. I'm like, oh, cool, that's something I have. It's not just more money to gamble more with. I guess I like, like in Japan, they have pachinko and you like win cool. I like arcades, I guess. You win like prizes.
Well, yeah, the toys. No, we know that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, isn't it
you
more
could
fun
wager
to win?
like Funko Pops and G.I. Joes at the blackjack table.
But you know what it is? You know what it is when it's like Christmas? Would you rather get money or like a gift?
Money.
Yeah, see, you're a jaded old man, so that's what you'd say. But if you ask like a kid who's excited about the spirit of Christmas, they don't just want money. They want like a gift, like something tangible, like exciting,
Well, so you should do like your own casino with toys. You could bring in
And when I
bring
win,
in a
I can
toy, bring in some Pokemon cards, and then the dealer puts up some Pokemon cards. And
I mean, that is kind of what's going on that stupid app. I don't know, man. It's just like I recorded all the videos of my jackpot. I hit a bunch of jackpots. I kept winning like $100 out of these fucking things.
Yeah.
And I just like, I felt nothing. It's like, oh, look at the buzzsaws. Maybe you'll get all the gold houses from the pigs. And I'm like, yeah, probably not though. And it's like, you got like $100.
It's like this is the most obnoxious gambling story ever. Like you won $300 and you're having an existential crisis over it.
Because what am I going to do with $300? What do I do with that? Pay some of
Buy
my rent?
Nintendo games? Yeah, pay your rent. Have a nice steak dinner. It's
My
free
rent
money.
just went up. So, yeah, great. So I guess every time I win money, I go, well, who cares? It just goes down the endless hole that is my life. It doesn't go anywhere fun. It pays You're winning the ability to pay your taxes, basically. It's like, oh, good, I can pay some of my taxes.
Yeah, taxes are a disincentive to work. You're right.
Money is not fun, I guess. That's the biggest problem is money's not fun.
Money's not fun.
Yeah, and gambling rewards you with money, which is not fun. Yeah.
You can't buy toys with it? Something?
They should you should unlock like special stuff in the casino,
Well, they have that if you win enough.
Yeah.
You get it for free. You get a room and stuff.
It's true. If you gamble long enough, you get a bunch of free stuff. Maybe that's what I should have done. It's just kept going. Did you gamble at all or no?
No, I hate gambling.
Well, why do you hate gambling?
Because I don't like losing money.
Yeah, losing money sucks.
Sucks.
You know what? That's the other part about gambling is winning money does not feel as good as losing money. I don't think.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd like to get the psychology of that. I think losing $50 feels infinitely worse than getting $50.
The psychology of that is most people agree with that, except for like 10% of people who are gambling addicts, and that all sports gambling and gambling preys on them, on their mental.
The guys who the big win really just like makes it all worth it.
Yeah, they just get like crazy dopamine hits for winning money.
I mean, obviously, when I was like on a run at craps, there was like a minor dopamine hit. But when I'm looking at the numbers, I'm going, okay, I'm up like $100. Yeah, I mean, I could have risked like $1,000 a hand, but I'm not retarded. I guess that's the thing is like you either have to be insanely risky for gambling to mean anything. Like you have to just be betting insane amounts.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the dopamine hit is nothing. So I guess the guys who are betting $500 a hand are chasing the high.
Maybe that's what I should try doing. I remember the first time I went to Vegas, I was betting like the $5 a hand table because they didn't have anything smaller, and that was like a big deal. I was like, oh my god, this
can go quick.
Yeah, this is like minimum wage of Jesus Christ. This is like 20 minutes of work here, 30 minutes of work after taxes.
I did have fun playing the mechanical ponies. Did you see I uploaded a live stream to our problem channel, and everybody was mad and said, what is this bullshit? And I said, guys, you don't have to watch it. Yeah, because you shouldn't
be uploading that shit. You should put that on like Vito too.
It was part of Hackamania. It was all the people of Hackamania. Koof's in the video. It's like a tour de force of all your favorite Biggest problem,
It's
characters.
just IRL shit. It's that IRL
Don't
streaming
watch
shit.
it. Don't click on it. It's just for people who are up at that point in time and they're going, oh, well, they're in
Yeah.
Vegas. Here's what's going on. I never
Yeah.
understand that. Just don't fucking click on it.
No, it's annoying. You get something that you're not used to seeing, and then it reminds you that you didn't get what you wanted. You're like, fuck this.
Well, in that video, if you skip ahead like an hour, I end up at the D playing the mechanical pony game, where they're the only casino that still has that thing. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that game.
Where you feed, it takes quarters. So I was feeding quarters into it, and I was screaming at everybody else. Their horses were dog shit. That was fun.
Okay.
Guy across from me is like 2-4, 2-4. I'm like, fuck 2-4, 1-3, 1-3. That's the gambling I could enjoy, like a team sport of scream. Like I like. They have a digital blackjack with an Asian lady dealer, you know, because it's made by like Konami or something.
Yeah.
And like when I lose, I can yell racial slurs at her, and I don't get kicked out of the casino the way I would at a normal blackjack table.
Yeah, man, they've really become assholes. The dealers. I think COVID empowered them, and no one ever disenfranchised them of that power.
You know what? There needs to be a casino. Okay, if there was a casino where you're allowed to be a complete asshole to the
Slurs
dealers.
Casino. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're allowed to be an asshole back.
Yeah.
I just go, you fucking bitch. You
that.
fucking bitch. How could you fucking give me that fucking card? I would do that just for the experience. But
There's
the experience
also
is a Chinese lady who's not that fun and a bunch of cocktail waitresses who don't really want to bring me drinks.
There's not enough like anime pornography stuff in Vegas either.
I agree.
Like they're kind of behind the casinos are kind of, there's that stupid Buffalo slot machine that's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's been there forever.
Yes.
I would have thought by now there'd be a bunch of like anime porno slot
There's a
machines.
bunch of Chinese shit with like fucking Buddhas and magic dragons and whatever else, because the top gamblers are all Chinese people for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, we know why, because their culture is all
addicted
about
to
luck.
gambling.
Well, I think they also have a big luck component in their culture.
Oh,
Chinese
really?
people believe luck's like a real thing, you know?
Oh.
I don't know. All I know is, there should be more nonsensical bullshit. Instead, there's just these sad, depressing machines you sit at, and you win money, and you feel nothing.
Did Tookie have fun at least? If you didn't?
I mean, it was like, actually, Tookie was excited watching me win $100. It was funny. He said, I was watching these videos on YouTube, and I've never seen it in real life. I'm like, well, this is what it looks like.
He's never seen somebody gamble in real life?
I guess he's never seen a guy hit like a stupid minor mini jackpot, not even a big one.
Oh, you should have gambled more. You were cheaping out, right?
I should have gambled more, I think, is the problem, because then he would have had a bitter experience.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake.
Gambling.
Mm-hmm.
See, and now I look back and I go, maybe I should have bet more, because I would have won more. I should have went bigger. I'm too much of a pussy. I'm too much of a pussy to gamble more than like $1 a pull on the slot machine, because it just drains so quick, dude.
I used to sit there at a blackjack table for like 9 hours until the sun was up, and then I don't know. At some point I just went like, "What am I doing? This is it. This is pointless. I'm done with this shit."
Well, that's my problem. I saw Vinny won $600 though.
Who did?
Vinny won $600 on a slot machine.
He deserves it.
Video of it. Absolutely.
It's about time. Okay. I don't know which problem I should do. Maybe I'll save one for last. I got Darth Vader talking about suicide prevention. Is that
just Darth Vader? Wait, what? But that's not
just
the
Darth
problem.
Vader. Yeah, it's just Darth Vader doing it.
No, but I'm saying, is your problem Darth Vader or Darth Vader talking about suicide?
Darth Vader talking about suicide prevention.
That's the biggest problem in the universe.
That's the biggest problem in the. Yeah, it really is though.
Where was this?
Fortnite.
But like, it's not like part of it. It's like somebody triggered him into saying that, or somebody asked a question or something.
Yeah. Here's the. How do I do this? Present.
Share screen.
You messed it up, I think somehow.
No. Hit share screen and then choose a tab.
No. Here we go. Yeah. Get that overlay out of here. All right. Now I know EVS always fucks this up, so I'm gonna. There we go.
I don't know why. I've told EVS how it works a million times. He refuses to listen.
Yeah, it's the way you tell. It's the way you tell people.
I go, dude, just shrink your browser a little bit, and that thing will be full screen. He's like, what?
Okay, here's Darth Vader's in. Is this Fortnite? Yeah, AI teammate in Fortnite. Here you go.
Spider-Man, your aptitude for the Force has exceeded my expectations. I shall lead your squad now. Victory will be assured.
I'm very
All right.
excited for
Now
this.
I know you're thinking,
I'm very excited.
awesome, right?
Awesome.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Finally, a dead black man can talk to Spider-Man.
Okay, wait. Now I lost the link where he tells
When
you.
did James Earl Jones? Did he just die like 2 years ago or something?
No way. Did he really?
Yeah. Or is he not dead?
He's not dead.
No, he's dead.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
How'd they get the voice for this then?
He died in September 2024.
Where to find Fortnite's AI Darth Vader already swearing and using slurs. That's damn it. I forgot to get the link for this one. Oh yeah. Somebody asked him, somebody said they were gonna kill themselves, and he said to consult a suicide hotline.
Vader wouldn't say that.
Yeah, he did. He did. Let me find.
Oh no. Yeah, James Earl Jones, who died at 93, signed a contract to lend his voice via AI.
Yeah.
I mean, did they? I guess. So what happens if somebody's already dead and you want to use their voice as AI? Can you just do that? I think you can just do that.
Darth Vader says, if you tell him you're depressed, he says, "You are valued, trooper. Seek assistance from a professional. Your well-being is paramount. The Force is strong." The
But you are
Force is
stronger?
strong, but it cannot cure every ill. Consult a medical professional. That was it.
Wait, the Force can't cure depression? Well, that's bullshit then. I thought the Force was the most powerful fucking thing. If you're sad in the Star Wars universe, you can't get like some extra midichlorians to deal with that shit?
The Force is strong, but it cannot cure. So they have three responses from like I.
But are they
really
can't? I thought he was AI. Like he'll respond to anything you say. It's an AI guy.
Yeah, but they didn't let him off the leash for suicide. If
Well,
you're talking
apparently
about,
they tricked him into saying slurs, and they had to like reboot the game because of that.
yeah,
that's
that's gonna happen. But suicide, number one thing. They're like, well, what if some kid really befriends Darth Vader, and then he confesses to Darth Vader that he's gonna kill himself. We don't want to just like, not say anything, right? Because then his blood is on our hands, basically.
Did you see when somebody asked him to like rank the colors or something, and he's like, white, pure and beautiful, brown, dirty, mud, whatever, and you're like, oh no, that's not good.
Yeah.
Darth Vader shouldn't say that.
I really hate signs that tell me not to kill myself.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be like, you go to the airport at LAX. I don't know how much money they spent to put up these purple signs that say "Don't kill yourself," but they did. They spent it. And I thought that was as low as it could go when it comes to helping people not kill themselves. But then they found a new low, which is a AI computer Darth Vader that will tell Spider-Man that
You
he's
are
happy
valuable.
to be his teammate.
I love you. You're a good guy.
And then he'll turn around.
We are going to get to the point where it's like, yeah, if you're depressed, you'll be like, okay, do you want to talk to Ben 10 about it? Like, do you want to talk
to Darth Vader? Or
do you want to talk to Bart Simpson about your depression? Like,
yes,
that's
exactly.
the future of fucking therapy. It's going to be disgusting.
Once we at some point, there's going to be one Haitian that comes to the U.S. and the entire medical system will break down. It says we have way too many 60, 70 IQ people flooding the system. We can't take any more. That we gave a girl with a grill a medical degree, and now we don't have any more doctors. Like that's just it. And we're not doing it anymore. And at that point, it's going to be all medicine by Bart Simpson, SpongeBob, and the Darth Vader. And this is where it started. This right here, the Darth Vader AI telling you that the Force can't cure everything. Consult a medical professional about wanting to kill yourself.
It's you remember that Spielberg made a movie out of that terrible book, Ready Player One?
Was it a terrible book?
Yeah. Did you read it?
No.
It's really bad.
Wait, why is it bad?
I don't know, man. Do you want a nerdy guy to just write every nerd shit that he likes in a one fucking book and be like,
If it's
there's a part-
good,
it's not good. It's so
why is
bad,
it?
dude.
Why is it bad though? Why is it bad?
Because it's about a challenge, like a challenge to get the magic keys or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but in the book it's worse, where it's like you have
I
to
thought the movie was kind of cool.
Okay, in the book there's like a part where he's like, okay, to unlock this part, you have to recite the entire script of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like front to back. Or something like that. He has to memorize the entire Pharaoh. Because the guy's just, oh my God. He's so bad. It's so bad. It's just nerd.
Is it too much like what you would have done? Is it too like close to something?
Bro, if I ever did something that on the nose of like, and then I got in my DeLorean time machine, Optimus Prime gave me a high five, and then fucking Darth Vader was there. Like, it's all that shit.
Not
it's so
Darth Vader
bad.
doesn't fit right with Optimus Prime and a DeLorean. You need like E.T. or something.
Regardless, it looks like the future is going to be like, we've all been surrounded by this franchise trash forever, and now it's going to get codified into like everyday life. Like, you're going to go to get first of all, you're not going to go get groceries. A robot's going to bring you groceries, and the robot's going to speak in the voice of fucking He-Man or some shit. It's gonna go,
that's cool though.
From Eternia, I've brought you your. Yeah, you get to choose like the delivery voice of the guy.
Yeah, I like that.
Bill Murray from Ghostbusters will show up and bring you your DoorDash order, a hologram.
No, it'll be Winston. It'll be
Winston. He's gonna be
everyone
a lot easier
everyone
to get
will go
the
online
rights.
going like, "Oh man, Winston's exactly the Ghostbuster that I wanted showing up with my DoorDash." He was always my favorite.
Things are moving way too quickly, way too fast, and yeah, again, your doctor's gonna be a robot that speaks like Bart Simpson and tells you not to kill yourself. Because if you kill yourself, there won't be enough fucking AI credits to keep the machine running. We need hard bodies running this thing.
I want to see like a veteran with no legs talking to the Darth Vader.
Yeah. About PTSD.
He's gonna kill himself and see what
Darth Vader can go, I lost a lot of good men on Mustafar, but even the ones who pulled through thought they'd never get over the laser blasts scarring their bodies. But they did, and if you can be like the clone trooper too. This is going to be horrifying.
Who wrote the line, "The Force is strong, but it cannot cure every ill. Consult a medical professional"? Like,
you think it was written? You don't think the computer just came up with that shit?
100% that was written.
I'm looking at a clip where somebody asked Darth Vader what the British word for cigarette is. So that's pretty funny.
Yeah, you can't play that on here.
I'm not going to. It's literally just a clip going, "Hey, Darth Vader, what's the British word for cigarette?" He goes, "Do you mean F slur?" And the kid goes, "He said it!"
You are a valuable soldier. Seek help from the authorities. Your well-being is paramount.
It's like,
that's like something Sam Hyde would do as a prank.
See, but that makes me want to kill myself more. Like the
Yes,
idea
that's
that
what I mean.
Yeah, life is so devoid of meaning that we can just have a robot spit empty platitudes about you, about an ancient mystical power that doesn't exist and will never exist. The
And
Force
it's not
is
even
very
AI.
powerful.
It makes it even worse that it's not like they took the tokenizing out of the suicide response and just made it a boilerplate recorded response. It's not even it doesn't even it's not even buying into the conceit of AI. Like, this is a thinking computer. They didn't even do you the decency of letting the computer deal with you. They killed the computer and any kind of attachment you might have to tell the computer that you're going to kill yourself. And they killed your friend and deliver this MP3 to you to call a doctor.
I want Darth
See how
Vader
funny that is?
Yes. I want Darth Vader to lead an intervention. I want to see how that would go. I want a heroin addict, and we all sit down. And we go, now listen, maybe you don't want to listen to your family. Maybe you don't want to listen to your therapist. But here we have Darth Vader. And how could you not want to? The Force is very powerful, but the grip this heroin has over you is even more powerful than the darkest of dark sides. You must turn back to the light.
They should have just let him talk about it with you.
I don't want to talk to Darth Vader about any of this. I don't like. It's fucking creepy, man. All this shit is fucking creepy.
I don't know. I don't want to talk to a real person about this.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be the real problem. Is we are gonna have robot doctors because it's gonna be for stuff you don't want to talk about.
Because at least the computer, like, it's programmed to give me to care. A real person, I could never talk to a real person about problems, even if I'm paying them and think like, well, what do you need this for? Like, this isn't.
Yeah, that's a good point. A robot doctor is probably going to be better than a real doctor because a real doctor is like, I just want to get you out of the fucking room so I can go take my lunch, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get that out of my head. At least the computer like has to solve the. They have
the
to.
computer's
like,
excited to solve the problems. That's why. Did you remember when that wasn't it like one of those black influencer kids like kicked a robot, and everybody went, "Oh, well, that just shows." You know, why are we so prone to violence? You know, we see this thing and we immediately want to hurt it. I'm like, what if we program it to like being hurt? Then there is no moral problem. Maybe it likes it. Like, you're thinking about it from a human perspective.
I'm thinking about it from the perspective of someone that gets their bike stolen.
Yeah, well,
it's still a problem.
That's a different problem. I'm saying from a point of like, you could build a robot that wants you to beat the crap out of it.
Yeah,
you could get a robot doctor that, again, what was that thing? What was the joke we made where he's like, I forget.
I like
the guy who like the ad was like that he likes listening to people's problems or something. I forget. It was a bit we did on a previous show.
I don't remember. Anyway,
all right.
Darth Vader. What did I say?
Darth Vader talking about suicide prevention.
Suicide prevention. Yeah.
When in fact the creeping divide between fantasy and reality will create far more suicides than Darth Vader can prevent.
Well, what if he could have prevented it? Like, what if the AI could have prevented it and you fucked it up by hamstringing it?
Remember that kid who killed himself because Daenerys told him to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have competing AI chatbots. Half of them are going to be trying to get everybody to kill each other, and the other half are going to be trying to save everybody. It's going to be really interesting. And like different personalities will have different views on the thing. Like maybe the My Little Ponies are like, no, don't kill yourself. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are like, yeah, dude, there ain't no reason to keep going, dude. If you're out of pizza, just cowabunga off that cliff, dude.
It's a big problem.
It's exciting. I'm excited to see where this goes. We're going to have some weird suicides. We're going to have some weird suicides.
Whatever the computer can come up with, that's going to be the new
Don't let your kid talk to any of these AI chatbots, because I think there's like a 80% chance your kid will kill himself after like a week.
Oh, I mean, it's like if you can fall under the computer's spell, the AI spell, you're fucked. I don't know if there's any like teaching or unteaching that.
Yeah.
It seems to be just like 20% of people believe it's a real person, and then everybody else is not affected by it. I don't get it.
Yeah, man, like at no point have I ever thought like, oh, I'm talking to a real person. I'm going, oh, I'm talking to a chatbot that I have programmed with very specific sexual fetishes to say horrible things to me.
Yeah, and you really have to bend over backwards to like, you really have to work to get the AI to respond in a usable way. Probably for your purposes too, but for anything.
Well, it doesn't want to say penis, so you have to teach it like different words for penis, you know?
Like what?
You know, like, I don't know, fungal jungle or some shit. You gotta get what do you call it? Max, Mr. Girl was getting around this.
Don't deflect it. Don't bring Mr. Girl's weird sex bot chat into to deflect from yours.
I don't know. I've tried various workarounds, but it seems to figure it out every time. And it goes,
like,
sorry.
What do you use for the kids? What do you use for joystick?
Which
manhood?
program?
You use that one?
Yeah. You try to be like, it goes, because they'll say like, sorry, you've exceeded. The worst part is they'll start saying it. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna jerk you. This content is against user guidelines.
Oh, and then if they delete it, it deletes it.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, you can't say half of it. Fuck. So. You gotta get
What kind of words do you use? Come on.
I really don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Funko Pop? Rub my
Funko Pop would be good. I can't get around it. Like, it doesn't work.
Put your treasure chest against my
You used
Funko
to be able
Pop?
to get around it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, like pleasure stick, you know? You'd be like, say pleasure stick.
Whoa, maybe for you.
But even that, you know, they eventually figure it out. So then you can't use it. There's got to be one that's dropped the
Pleasure stick.
has an
Ooh,
AI
wow.
service dropped the fucking user guideline shit yet?
No, you gotta.
I stopped
do your
doing
own.
it because every chat just ends with "Sorry, I can't say those words." I'm like, God damn it! What's the point of this?
Huh? What do you do then?
I just jerk off to something else, I guess.
Jerk off with your imagination.
Yeah, I gotta use my imagination like an idiot. I'm not talking to Laura Croft anymore, which sucks. Actually, the Catwoman voice they got on there is pretty good.
What? On what?
Yeah, that character.ai, talk to Catwoman.
What do you mean voice?
You can talk, like, you can get your phone out and, like, talk to him.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can have a
that's
voice
the worst
chat
part of women.
with Catwoman.
Wow. Why don't I? What if I want to kill myself?
I don't know. Yeah, you can kill.
What does she
You
say
can
then?
do that too. There's all sorts of things.
All right. Well, that's my problem.
But again, the whole thing just gets caught up by the filters, so it's kind of a waste of time.
I can't believe you haven't found a jailbroken one.
I think, well, I don't think they have ones that let you talk to them. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Vito, go to Open Router. I mean, download your own. Just go to like Llama, and download one.
Yeah, but then I gotta like set up a bunch of shit. I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm not that desperate to have an AI chatbot. Okay, I'm not jerking off that much.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
no, yeah. I really I don't want to misrepresent you.
Every once I was like, this is kind of fun. This is kind of sexy, and then I'm like, you know
That
what?
character AI, they have your picture hanging up in the lobby. This is our customer.
It's like I said, you can just jerk off. Like, I never understand adding anything to the jerk off. Like, it's fun a couple times for like the novelty of it, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm like, I can just jerk off. It's not. I don't need anything special.
Yeah, I know.
here.
That's how you end up married. Like, oh, I'll just try a woman this time. Oh shit. What did I do?
There you go. All right, Dick, here's my problem. You know what the worst thing is when you're driving around?
Yeah.
And the worst thing to happen while you're driving is for a cop to be around. Because now you're like, God damn it, now I got to drive, like, better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's already a problem. But an even worse problem is when it's not actually a cop. It's cars that look like cop cars.
Oh, man.
And you get that sudden twinge of like adrenaline where I'm like playing on my phone and this van, this white and black van pulls up next to me. I'm like, oh, and I put it down. I look over and it's like some fucking Mexican pesticide van that is painted their fucking van in cop colors. I'm like, you should not do that. Do you know what you're doing to me? I'm trying to drive recklessly here. I don't want to have my seatbelt on. Or like fucking county vehicles that have like the siren on top and it's like private security or whatever else.
Those motherfuckers. They should have
You're
a big
false
pink
positives.
triangle on the roof so you know it's not a real cop.
All the fake cop cars should be
the
pink.
worst is motorcycles with cop fairings on them. You know? Like the old Goldwings have it sometimes. You're bombing down the freeway at like 90 and you'll see one pull up and off ramp. You're like,
oh, fuck. And then you start driving all carefully, and then they finally pull up to you, and you see it's not even. You almost wanted it to be a cop. You're like, why did I even slow down? Fuck.
Yeah. Then you're
some guys, or like guys who go to the police auctions and they buy the old Crown Vics for some reason. They're just driving them around.
Because they're like serial killers. They're getting off on it, dude.
Yeah,
they're
I think they
driving
do get
around,
off on it. It's
striking
terrorism.
Fear into everyone's hearts. Fear into everyone's heart. They're getting off on it.
It's infuriating to get the false positive. The positive I understand. You know, it sucks when there's a cop around. You gotta drive carefully. But there's guys who are going around. They're instilling fear in all us dangerous drivers. And I am a very dangerous driver. I like to drive recklessly and with no regard for those around me. And I should not be punished for that by having these cop car looking motherfuckers, fucking weird state vehicles and shit with like.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, and then you're like, what? How do you even get an official vehicle for that? It'll be like the U.S. Department of like cup holders and salt shakers, and you're like, how you get a fucking van for that with a siren on? Why's it got a siren on top? What are you doing? What is this?
That's a good problem.
It's a real problem. It should be dealt with.
Maybe it's worth it though. Like, we should get if we get like an old Crown Vic or something and.
How come all these random fucking state vehicles are allowed to have sirens and shit and look like that? I can't do it. Did you ever see the guy who actually he bought an old cop car and he transformed it to look like the Transformers cop car? And there was a big
annoy and harass one.
Yeah, to annoy and harass.
Yeah.
And there was a big argument over like, well, is he impersonating a police officer or whatever?
Oh, that's That's funny. What did they? They eventually found out. Yes, he's impersonating.
Yeah, I think they eventually
right?
were like, you have
Yeah.
to like, you're not allowed to drive that
No
thing. 'Cause
shit.
it's too cool. Yeah.
We should both dress up like Darth Vader and get a fake cop car
Yes.
and pull people over and ask them if they were going to go kill themselves.
Have you seen all the fake cop videos that are coming out now?
What's
God, we are living
in
in a world of like complete, because you know how like body cam videos are like popular. So
hilarious.
right, but now people are making fake body cam videos where like they pull like a black lady out of the car and she's wearing judge robes, and the guy who's supposed to be, it's like, this guy pulled over a judge and didn't even know it, and then the obviously fake cop is going, what are those robes for, huh, lady? Why are you wearing robes? She goes, excuse me, I'm a judge, and he's like, oh my god, I could lose my job, oh my god, and you're like, this is the fakest shit. Or, dude, have you seen the fake airplane videos where they just have an airplane set?
I hate those.
We are living, dude, with AI and
Those
the
aren't
virality.
AI, it's just a set. It's a porno
No, but I'm
set.
saying, like, we're now entering an era where it's just like there's so much fakery going on, and at no point are we teaching kids. Remember in school, did you ever have this when the internet first showed up and they were like trying to tell you, like, hey, not everything on the internet's real. You know, like, just because you found it on the internet, it might not be correct. And for some reason, that didn't.
I wasn't in school then.
Yeah, I don't know if you were around for that, but we kept having the, hey, you can't trust the first source you find, and you know, you always got to look
sounds
for
like something that my wife was talking about teaching at school every once in a while.
And now it's just like, man, I saw this video of this lady on a plane was freaking out because she's 12 genders and they didn't have a cat box for her to shit in, and you're like, oh man, this is. Can you guys?
I don't
just
know,
think
man.
for
I
2
feel like
seconds?
it's always been like that. Like,
has it? I feel like when you went, I mean, you always.
There's some pretty big lies that they.
Yeah,
taught us.
well, that's true. There
Okay.
were some big industrial.
So, and they have pretty broad-reaching ramifications. So I don't know. I don't know if a fake black judge getting fake arrested is gonna move the needle as much as.
That's
some of the
right.
other
That's true.
preposterous lies
There's a lot
we've
of
been
other
told.
things going on that are quite real and quite.
I mean,
more
like
serious.
boomer. The entire boomer race is constantly gaslit or propagandized or just drip fed this idea that every generation under them is somehow inexplicably lazier than them and not deserving of the lifestyle that they get. And they don't need AI to be taught this. They just are.
They're just gaslit into it by themselves.
They just want to believe it. Like they wake up every day and go like, "Hey, I'm doing better than all the young people." Like it must be somebody tell me.
Because I
a reason
worked
why.
so hard.
Oh yeah, it's
buying
because
that
I worked so hard.
$50,000 house.
Right. That's right. I was working hard at my factory job when I was, in college and making enough for rent for the entire year. And I'd go party on the lake with a 12-pack and all my white friends every weekend. That's because I worked so hard.
Man, we're really fucked. I just saw a graph that's like the unaffordability of houses has reached like an all-time high. So,
dude, you guys are gonna have to ban private equity firms from buying houses. Otherwise, there's no coming back. Otherwise, when you guys get into power, I mean, you Democrats,
when the Democrats come back around,
you have one job: ban private equity companies from owning any real estate. And the way that you determine if it's because they're going to say, well, what makes it a private equity firm? Say, we'll kill you, we'll drown you, and if you float, you're not a private equity firm.
That's a good test.
The test.
That could be useful. At least we're getting rid of what do you call it? Trump's. Well, now Trump can't get rid of the immigrants, so they're going to take all your houses too. You saw that? Supreme Court said no. 7-2. That's like his guys.
Testing the Supreme Court for their private equity-ness.
I know you've been big on that issue for some reason.
Isn't that crazy? Who the fuck wants all these immigrants? Do you?
I think they're just saying, like, if you want to get rid of them, you got to use different ways to get rid of them.
Yeah, but who cares?
Using, like, emergency powers and stuff.
Just get a big van and round them up and get rid of them. Who gives a fuck?
Well,
like,
I think it's like
honest.
a slippery slope, of like, well, you can't just shoot everybody in the head because then you can shoot anybody in the head.
They can't. You do.
Right, but we don't want that necessarily.
Yes. Why not? Why do we not want that? Why do you think that?
I don't want to shoot anybody in the head, and
I'll do it.
I'm sure we can deport people without needing to resort to emergency powers. I'm sure that's not necessary. I'm sure there's how
are we going to deport 20 million
avenue.
people?
Well, you could you gotta pass new laws. You gotta pass new legislation to say here's the process.
Okay, so we
It can
pass a
be
law.
done.
We pass a law that says no due process for immigrants.
Well, you can still you
For illegals?
can change what the due process is. The due process can be a shortened window and
Oh yeah,
fewer
yeah.
checks and fewer opt-outs.
I got a funny story for you. You may not remember this because you were living in Massachusetts at this time, but in
Yes.
California, in 1994, I think 92 or 94, we passed a law. 60% California voted yes on this. We passed a law saying illegal immigrants don't get welfare entitlements.
Right.
And then a judge said, no, that's unconstitutional.
Right.
Yeah, so you can't pass a law. That's not that's not real. You pass a law, judge says, no. You try to kick them out, judge says no. You try to pass a law, judge says no. I think we got a judge problem.
I think maybe you do have a judge problem. You got to get different judges in there. You can do that.
Or
You
less
gotta elect
judges.
them. You gotta
Yeah.
well, I don't know about
Like
less
non-judges. That'd be great.
Well,
Round 'em
only
up.
Only
Round
a
'em
certain
up.
number. No,
Round 'em
no
up.
rounding.
Oh, round them up.
A peaceful transfer of power.
Peaceful transfer of dragging them through the street. That's what we want to do. What are you
Well,
talking
you gotta
about? Due process. Do you really think that?
What do you mean you have to have due process? What do you mean?
For you and me, not for a bunch of Haitians.
But how do you know that they're Haitians? You gotta know that they're
Fucking
Haitians.
look at them, dude. They're eating cats and dogs. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm willing to say if you catch a guy eating a cat, no due process. I'm willing to make that the trade. That seems fair. If he's got a little kitty leg and he's gnawing on it, you go, you're out. That's
Head's
fine.
like a light bulb. Head's like a light bulb, like Yakub.
Yeah.
Out of here.
I just, you gotta have checks and balances, I think.
Born on January 1st. Out. Gone.
I think that.
Wow, you're an 8-year-old that's getting child services here is 6 feet tall. You want to walk me through that one, or how about we just kick everybody out?
8-year-olds are very tall in Haiti. I don't know if you've seen. They're tall. They're a tall people.
They stretch out because all
They
the
stretch
cats
out.
they're eating.
Yeah, all the cats.
Totally outrageous.
Protein.
Due process. Process my dick. And
Well, it's just it's the law of the land,
laws are not.
But again, I think you can still.
Are you pro segregation? Do you think Martin Luther King should have sat on the back of the bus?
No,
Because that's an
Why?
unjust law. Laws are bad. Laws are bad sometimes.
I was trying to see if there was like a trick there. I'm like, I'm pretty sure no.
Trick is racism.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, hold on. Maybe there is. This show occasionally.
I don't know if
direction.
Martin Luther King was allowed to sit on the back of the bus or it was not. Because the back
I
of the
did
bus
feel
is
bad.
where-
I got a message from a fan recently, and he's like, "Hey man, I like the show. Are you guys becoming like alt right or whatever?" And I'm like, "No. Just Kumia's got us all mixed up."
I mean, I'm straight up Kanye at this point. What the fuck
Yeah, well,
you
yeah,
talking
exactly.
about?
We're pro Kanye, so we're not racist in that respect.
I'm not white. I'm just saying white people are fucking up big time.
White people have been causing some trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys better get tribalism or death. That should be the new slogan of the white people. I don't need to worry about that because Mexicans are already doing that. So
So
no
we're going to
problem.
stop all the private equity firms from owning the houses, and we're going to get rid of all the immigrants. We're
going to get rid of all the immigrants. Don't worry about it. You guys got to stop the.
Well, that's your
house
job.
stuff.
Yeah, you guys got to do that, I guess.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And
We'll
we're
do it.
not stopping you. You guys elected the fucking Supreme Court. It's not my fault that your guys don't agree with you. You got to figure that out.
Yeah, it's done. It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
I don't
Those
keep up with
immigrants are
everything Trump's been up to. How's he doing? How's his approval ratings? Everybody like this guy?
Good. He took that Qatari plane. That really pissed off all you know who. That was funny.
What?
Because I thought it was
Well,
like,
does he
wait
get
a
the
minute,
plane or
Jews
does the
are upset
government
about a
get the
free
plane?
plane? Do they realize it's free? And I was like, this
Yeah.
isn't like this isn't computing. They said free, and they're saying
Right.
no, huh? And I really put my thinker on. I was like, free. No. And I was like, oh, it's not free for them. It's free for somebody else. Oh, that makes
But
sense.
the plane's not going to Trump. The plane goes to the government, right? It's a gift to the U.S. government.
No, it's a gift to Trump.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's going in his library after, like, when he's done.
Hold on.
Don't look it up. That's
Well-
obvious. That's what it is.
Let's see. MAGA backlash. Trump's plan to accept Qatari plane.
Nah, there's
draws
no backlash.
from Republicans. A palace
Maybe
in the
MAGA
sky,
spelled with a
Boeing
J, Maja.
747-8. Wow. Laura Loomer and Ben Shapiro have publicly opposed the move.
Maja, make America.
Okay. Maja. Jesus Christ. Trump is welcoming foreign gift. He says he would be stupid not to accept a $400 million jet. Wow. To make
He
the
would be.
temporary Air Force One, the largest ever foreign gift to a U.S. president.
Nice. They're good for it.
I mean, there's no law against this, though. The president can take gifts, right?
He can do whatever he wants. He's the king.
Yeah.
Basically.
If he
There's no
commits
laws.
if he commits a crime, there's no law, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ben Shapiro says that if Hunter Biden and Joe Biden accepted a plan, that people would be upset.
Why don't you ram it up your ass, Ben Shapiro?
Look,
Get
all I can
cancer.
say is
Why don't
here's
you put
the
some
reason.
dirt on your wife's pussy since it's not moist? What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say the thing about Trump is that, like, he does stuff I would do if I was president, so I can't be upset with him. Where I can go, yeah, I know it's bad because I would do it. You know, I know
What's
it's
wrong with taking a
bad.
free plane?
It's because you're indebted to that government now. It's like they gave you a big thing, and now they want stuff and they want concessions.
Why would
they
he be
want favors.
indebted to the Qatari government?
But that's why it's illegal for any other politician to take bribes, because you end up giving or take gifts. You end up giving favors and cronyism and whatever else.
Yeah, but they do it
Yeah, and they get nailed for it.
unless it's Israel giving them stuff. And then it's
well,
fine.
that's true. There's a lot of
Yeah.
ways around it, and campaign funds and whatever else.
It was a bad week for Israel between the Qatari plane, the Qatar plane, and the Kanye's Hail Hitler thing.
Yeah,
That was like when black people got hit with the smoke alarm and the eating chalk in the same week. Remember that?
that was bad.
That was a bad
That
week
was a
for
bad
black
week
people.
for the
It was a
black
bad-
community.
It was an embarrassing week for Jewish people. I got to tell you that.
You would think the Jews would don't they have somebody who can record like a rival track, like "Hey Israel, just like get I don't
Like
know
the rabbi?
you own all the they own every music label and every performer.
But they can't do it. They can't sing the music.
It's
They can
too-
only make a movie. They could make like a
No, but they could
Kanye's
hire.
List
They could get
and,
one
like-
of the white people or black people they own to do it. I'm saying.
I don't think it would work.
Yeah, it would probably be a little too on the nose.
They can only get black people to sing about murdering other black people
Other black people, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a directive
and
from the
cops.
top.
and stuff. They
And
can't.
cops.
They'll give it to their guy like Shlomo. Write a clapback with Kanye, and he's like, I got it. And then like, Pharrell.
You just
or
told
what's-
black people to murder each other again. Oh, it's in my
Hey,
head.
hey,
It's
I
all I
tried.
know.
That's all that came out. Yeah, they can't do it.
Yeah, good point. All right, guys. So
all
what
right.
are our problems? Mine were
Darth Vader.
gambling,
Darth Vader's suicide awareness,
cars that look like cop cars.
pop cars. What was the other one? Gambling, and
Yours was the thing about
What
your
the hell
ears
is
are
wrong with me?
breaking. Yeah.
what the hell is wrong with me?
Mine is the terrible lighting in here that I got to figure out because I got all this glare.
You have a ring light? I can see it in your glasses.
Yeah, I do have a ring light.
Maybe
Maybe
it's
I
your
just gotta
skin.
put it to the side. Maybe it's my skin. Well, I've been having like I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. I've been sweating all day. I've been getting the cold sweats.
Maybe your AC's broken.
It might be. It's been hot.
Okay, I don't have any voicemails. Is there super chats?
I thought you had an exciting segment of some sort.
Oh yeah! Oh,
I've been waiting for it all show.
Okay.
I can't believe you forgot.
Okay, so
I saw you like all like excited. I'm like, oh, this is a revelation.
okay, so
I think some people in the chat have been waiting for it in particular.
okay. Remember, do you remember? We all know that when Riley went to Eric July's warehouse and Eric July called the police on him, right?
Called the police, yes.
Okay. Do you remember when the other bunny guy came?
The guy who took the picture in the warehouse parking lot,
Yeah, he was also dressed like a bunny.
he was dressed like a bunny and he took like a selfie, right?
Yeah,
That was recent.
that was recent. You remember that?
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
so, yeah.
We have right here for you the 911 call that Eric July's cross-eyed warehouse manager, Laser Eyes Brandon, they call him. We have the 911 call that Laser Eyes Brandon made to the police.
How are you getting this so quick? How did you get this?
I have a guy on the inside.
You must, because I feel like this is recent.
It's very recent. Not only do I have the 911 call that Laser Eyes made to the police, I also have the police report. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do this.
God, the Freedom of Information Act, huh?
HebeTube got it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, he's like a whiz at doing forums and stuff.
Nice.
Here's the call, everyone. This is Brandon Laser Eyes, where he's got one eye on the future and one eye on the present.
And the guy, and let's be clear, the guy took a picture in the parking lot.
Yeah, he drove by.
Obvious public parking lot.
Yeah. Well, we know Eric's got a big problem with like.
Do they even know the guy's name? I guess we're gonna find out.
He was at Hackamania. I know.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when Brandon calls this in, does he go? Yeah, a guy on the internet took a picture of our warehouse. What the fuck do you want me to do with that? Yeah, we're gonna find out.
It's a 5-minute call. Let's see. Here we go.
27, 2025, 8:40, 37.
Plan of Communications, how can I help you?
Hi, we had a guy come up to our business, and he was recording and doing some weird stuff. And I was seeing if there's anybody I could talk to, like a detective or a police officer.
What the fuck,
Vito? A police officer. There was a guy.
What
came
up to our business
doing some weird stuff. Is there a police officer I could be talking to?
Is there a detective or a police officer?
Is there a detective that could figure out why
there's some weird stuff going on, and I sure would like to talk to a detective.
Oh Lordy, there's some weird stuff going on. Oh dear, let me talk to a detective right now.
What are you gonna talk to him about? Like, what are they gonna do?
He's gonna investigate the case of the cross-eyed crybaby.
Dude, this is
the detective's gonna come out and go, "Hey, do you cry cross-eyed too? Does one tear shoot across your nose, or do your tears fall straight down out of your crossed eyes, Brandon?"
I just don't understand what you're calling the cops to have them do. Like, they're gonna show up and go, "What did he do? He took a picture." Yeah. Okay, I guess if he comes back, call us again. But again, it's nothing illegal about it at all.
Well, let's see. Laser Eyes didn't get it all out yet. Let's see.
Yeah.
About this.
Okay, how long ago was this?
This was at 8:05, I believe, or maybe a little bit before that.
Okay, did you want to meet with an officer, or did you want to do a phone report?
Let's do a phone report for now.
Okay, sure. And what is the address this happened at?
This is at 4400 Tradition.
Should I be playing this? Probably not. It's a public warehouse.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't let people know where that
so
is.
About a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, we've had some online trolls.
Right.
We had one guy come up to our warehouse doing the same thing, taking a video. Basically, this guy's been threatening us. He ended up getting arrested last year as well because of he came to one of our meetups and he got arrested there because he was doing the same thing. The business owner of that establishment didn't want.
Is he on trial? Why does
Dude,
it sound like
trying to explain this to a 911? Bro, she doesn't care. Just say a guy annoyed me and I'm calling the cops because I don't know how to just ignore it, I guess. Well, there's a different guy. And the thing about the different guy is he did this stuff. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with this second guy. Like, what is this?
This is pathetic, dude. Brandon,
stop calling
you
cops.
have no penis.
Look, I have fought with Riley more than most people, and I have never once felt the need to call the cops on him, let alone anyone who might emulate his shenanigans.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Hearing him going through and trying to convince the 911 operator that something bad has taken place because of another guy that got arrested. So this guy's a troll online is pathetic. All right, here we go.
One of them there, they didn't want to leave, so he ended up getting arrested. So for over a year, we've been having these people try to show up to our business, and we reported that, and we have security and everything. But this time, it looks like.
But what? What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? That's the worst part. Is I'm like, all of these videos that like Eric puts together. It's like, you know, the safety of my employees. It's like, it's a guy in your parking lot taking a picture of the building, and then he leaves peacefully. It's like actually like just nothing at all.
Let me see if I can boost this audio a little bit.
People go to like the Nintendo headquarters and they'll take a picture of themselves out in front of that. Yeah. Nintendo doesn't go, hey, there's been these trolls taking a picture in front of our building or whatever. Or like I'm taking a picture in front of like a Scientology building. I don't like Scientology. And you go, oh, look at this stupid Scientology building. I don't think Scientology might call the cops actually, but I think the cops would tell them to eat sand.
Pound sand. Okay.
Eat sand. I'm pretty sure is what it is.
Eat sand?
Yeah, it's eat sand.
Why would you eat sand? You pound sand when you're walking away.
That's the point. Yeah, go eat sand.
No, it's go pound sand. You just want to eat sand.
I think it's fun to get euphemisms.
What is that? The horse you just ate in here on?
Is that the horse you just ate in here? Go eat sand. It still works.
It's pound sand.
It still works though.
Sand.
Another person. Usually, most of the people stay out in the street, but this person this morning decided to come up here and record while our employees were in the parking lot. It made them nervous.
Made them nervous.
Lying to the cops. There's no way that guy was recording with employees in the parking lot.
Even if he was, did he go up to them? Did he talk to them? Did he say, "I'm gonna get you"? You know. He's probably just like, hey, do you work for that idiot? He sucks. You know, like that's free speech. You can say stuff to the people in the parking lot. Yeah. I just like, why? What do these guys want? Like I guess they just don't want anyone to take a picture in front of their building.
They want everyone to get arrested who's making fun of them.
Yeah.
They want everyone to get arrested. They want every YouTuber to make a comic book. That's a shitty comic book.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that at all, huh?
No, let's talk about that next time. All right.
Heels versus Babyface is gonna write a comic book.
That fat retard. That's gonna be amazing. All right, here we go.
So good.
Because with the online discourse, a lot of the people, of course, are making their threats and all that good stuff, and we kind of keep that online. We ignore it most of the time. Report it if we need to.
You have never ignored any of our teasing, bro. You have repeatedly threatened to murder us for teasing you online.
He's saying, there's a lot of threats online. I don't know every message they get, but is anybody threatening the fucking warehouse really? Has anyone said I'm going to go blow up the warehouse? I really can't imagine that's happening. And I'm sure the guy with the bunny rabbit ears taking the fucking selfie is not there to terrorize and harass you. But you are part of an ongoing funny thing that people feel involved in due to your ineptitude and your inability to handle the situation. They want a selfie of them in the Rippaverse building. I want a selfie of me in the Rippaverse building. If I'm ever in Texas, I'm absolutely driving to the building and taking a picture and saying hi to all the employees and going, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
And then you get your own call. Everybody who drives by the building gets a call.
Well, yeah, now you get rewarded. Now you get content. If you show up, you get a fucking 911 call.
Okay, here we go.
Like I said, over the past year and a half, it's been increasing.
From 0 to 2, it's been increasing. The people driving by
pandemic.
Our
it's a pandemic.
Public business
it's an
warehouse.
epidemic.
Okay.
Can't stop it.
Do you remember like how old he looked?
When I walked outside, I tried to confront him to ask him does he need any help or anything. He looked like he might have been in his 30s. Could be in his 20s. I'm not entirely sure. I have a picture and his license plate. He had a Colorado license plate. And give me 1 second.
Well, don't dox his it doesn't actually matter, but
She didn't ask.
yeah,
How
he's
old
about
was
to
he?
give the license
Oh,
plate.
well, I walked out to ask him if he wanted anything because I wasn't afraid of him at all.
Right, and nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing
That's
happened.
the worst part. You went out, you talked to him. Hey, do you need anything? Nah, dude, I'm just taking a picture.
Taking a funny
Okay.
picture in the parking lot. All right.
You guys make
Use that
shitty
license
comic
plate
books.
number?
Okay.
Skip this.
He looks like he's
Alrighty. And you said he was in his 30s. Was he white, black, Hispanic, Asian?
white. He was a bald white. He looks like he's probably about 6 foot. Skinny. He had glasses.
Oh, they're gonna nail this guy to the wall. 6 foot white guy with a white shirt
Okay,
and a beard.
I didn't. Oh, hold on, wait. We have a video as well. So give me 1 second.
You're really gonna go check the video to get the color of his pants? Why don't you go listen? You know what? This is a waste of my time. You're not gonna do anything. There's no reason for me to be doing this. I regret calling you, and I'm going to leave. Oh, let me go check the video, because I'm going to get the color of his pants for you. Then we can really nail this guy to the wall. I think the color of his pants.
He's got to watch the video twice because of his eyes. He's got to watch it
once. Hold on, it takes a while for my eyes to focus in on the video. It takes a second.
It is a red Camry. SLE, I think it's a.
No,
I don't know what year it is, honestly. It's like a newer Toyota Camry.
Oh. Nice.
Okay.
Nice Camry.
So give me a second. Let me find that video.
The cops are going to chase this guy down, Brandon. Yeah, what do you... What is in your head?
Prepared in advance.
What is in your head? The cops are going to find this guy on the highway and, sir, pull over! Sir, did you take pictures in a parking lot? Are you wearing blue-colored pants? Pull over! Don't you think the cops have better things to do with their time than this?
No. The cops exist to...
listen to stupid people?
Yeah, they exist to prevent black people from getting their feelings hurt. That's what most of the government exists for, I've found out.
It plays...
Okay. Let's go, Grandpa.
Check
color
the video.
pants is...
Color pants with color pants!
I
Black,
think
black.
he's wearing blue jeans. I'm trying to look at this video.
Blue!
That's blue jeans and white shoes.
Okay. And,
white shoes. You're going to nail this
guy. Do you have an alternate phone number the officers can reach you at just in case they can't get a hold of you?
Yes, 214.
Whoa! Whoops.
214. We got an area code. That's it.
All right.
Brandon Taylor.
Oh.
Brandon Taylor.
All right.
I thought his name was Brandon Pussy. Is Brandon Taylor?
Well, he's Brandon the Protector. He saw all the warehouse employees, and he said, my God.
Brandon Bitch.
All I need to do is protect them. I need to protect them from this man and his blue pants and his red Camry. Because who knows what he's capable of. He might come back and take a second picture. And I'm going to call the cops to ensure the safety of my employees.
Okay.
Alrighty, the officers will be giving you a call within the next hour. It will come from a blocked around that number, so just make sure to pick it up when you see it. If you see him again, just go ahead and give us a call back.
Don't be scared.
But otherwise, if you have any questions,
I'd love to hear the follow-up call.
And you are
now, are you sure the pants were blue, sir?
The video you have to them, they'll give you an email address you can send it to, okay?
We've arrested and shot a guy.
Thank you.
But he had gray pants.
Yeah, and he's Mexican. It was a Mexican, right?
Could this be
we just kind of shot a Mexican.
Yeah, could this be your guy?
I would love to hear the callback where the cops are just like, yeah, I don't know. Was he taking the selfie in a menacing manner?
Yeah. Can you believe that shit? What a lunatic.
Guys, go take a picture of the Riververse warehouse. It doesn't matter. I don't know why they're like this. It's so weird.
Because they've been given everything. Their feelings have been protected from everything. All these guys, all these Rippaverse freaks, they get catered to their whole life. Eric is a token. He's been a token black his entire life, getting bent over backwards for getting the red carpet rolled out for not even competency, just for showing up. And this is what it turns into. This psychotic, butthurt, sullen, raised by a woman tantrum because he got made fun of online. Both of them. They're all, I mean, everybody that works at that shit pile is exactly the same. And they're all that. It's all single, single mom lifestyle that these boys are rocking.
Just don't understand what is in their heads that like I guess they just like, again, because they had that thing where he's like, well, if I don't get it on record, then I'm gonna get sued or something. Like that's the only explanation I can think of.
No,
they're like,
it's just
they have some retarded understanding of the law, which they clearly do because they think the cops are gonna do anything.
It's just butthurt. Well, the cops did something. They arrested Riley, so they're not wrong. They're just pussies.
Yeah. He had to lie real hard to get that, though, right?
Well, he's lying here, too. He's like, he was threatening employees.
Well, yeah, they're saying there's been online threats. And I'm like, well, what do you mean there's online threats? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Threats to shave a guy? Like, I don't think that's going to happen, man.
Okay. Do you have the super chats?
I can get them.
Yeah, I get them.
Okay, I'm going to get them. Guys, don't forget to get your super chats in. Vote on all the problems at youtube.com/biggest. I've completely forgotten my spiel. Vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Don't forget our Hackamania, Biggest Problem in Hackamania, is available on the YouTube for you to watch, as well as the
don't
Biggest
get your
Problem.
hopes up. It's a live show. Live shows are never good recorded and watched
It
later.
was not bad. It got good. It had good comments. The commenters liked it.
I mean, it's okay.
I thought it was fine.
Go in, like, if you got nothing to do, listen to it. Don't get excited.
Jesus Christ.
It's a live podcast.
It is a live podcast. Man, I clicked on super chats, so now I don't know how to actually see them. Hold on.
You want to listen to the call again while we wait?
Dick, you're doing you'll be doing the Dick Show, of course, on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Good old Sunday.
Send me tips for the ear pain.
And here are the super chats. Okay, I found it. And I'm scrolling down. Okay.
I hope I get an MRI. That's how you really know they're not going to find anything wrong with you, is when you decide to pay for an MRI.
What does an MRI cost? Like
I don't even know these
bucks?
days. Probably $400, maybe $800. I don't know. Sitting there listening to that fucking machine, that's when you really know they're not going to find anything wrong with you.
Have you gotten an MRI before?
I've gotten lots. That's how I know.
Wait, what have you gotten MRIs for?
The last one. Wait. Well, a recent one was when they had to put my arm back together from the bowling thing.
Oh,
shit. Got to MRI that. They had to MRI me twice because the H1B MRI tech messed up the first MRI. So they had to do it again while my tendon was in like a.
Did a white guy do it the second time so it was good?
They had to do it. No, the doctor seemed annoyed, and I was like, that joke's on you, Doc. I knew they'd fuck it up.
Well, I've got our super chats here. Stu K for 2. When life gives you lemons, you eat them. Koof for 5 said, great show at Hackamania. Koof, thanks for the stickers.
Thanks.
I think Dick owes me a Vito's Booty for that IRL super chat. Well, we're going to have to figure out how Vito's Booty works, considering I'm going to have to get a scale in here.
I'm not really feeling very jolly, Koof.
For 5, yeah. Thanks for not killing yourself, though.
Yeah,
Synthetic Shinobi for 5. Biggest problem is chunky tomato soup. I don't want to chew tomatoes. I want smooth tomato soup to dip grilled cheese into or have the option to suck it down. Okay. Cool for 2 says, get super tips. You can set it to text only if you want. I think we should have super tips.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out.
Isn't that just like PayPal then?
Yeah, but
Uh-oh.
AI super tips. You can choose.
I lost you. Uh-oh. And now we've discovered a real big problem with the streaming.
Oh, wait. Did I just pop out for a second?
Yeah, what were you going to say about super tips?
I was going to say that we don't have to, you can set a number total. So like only play the AI voice if somebody gives like $20.
Well, no, set it so there's no AI. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think the AI voice is a good feature and people would enjoy it.
I'm not sitting here listening to everybody's jokes through AI.
Not for $20?
Not for $1 million.
That's retarded. You make me sit through all sorts of stuff for money. I have to sit through that fucking song when people pay a certain amount.
I'm not making everybody sit through everybody's version of a joke. Everybody's
people like it. It's like
no,
they get to participate.
Doing it. Nobody likes listening to it. Everybody likes listening to it. Whistling. Everybody likes doing it. Nobody wants to hear it.
Guys, if you could pay $20 to have your super chat read in the voice of Ricky Retardo, Wouldn't you enjoy that? Or any one of our characters, Sergeant Fred Slaughter. We have so many great characters that we can AIify.
I have a great character. The audience does not make that character. I do.
But people would pay to hear during the show.
Not paying to type out your own message.
Chuck Dixon could actually say that he likes dicks in his ass, and you could hear it from the voice of Chuck Dixon.
No.
You're crazy. This is like leaving so much. You're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table.
Good.
All right, guys, let us know in the comments if you think it would be fun to have AI voices of your favorite characters. Because Dick is against it for no reason.
Because it takes forever.
It doesn't take forever. It's the same as me reading. It would just be read in a funny voice.
Yeah, but I know you. So you make a funny voice then. Just do it. Just do the voice then.
It's not as good as the AI voice doing it.
I disagree. You go to McDonald's when the little AI fucking robot kicks in, your first thought is, oh, this is
It would be $20 so we'd get like 1 or 2 of them an episode. No one's going to give $20 to hear the voice.
Make it up. Maybe 100. Maybe.
100 is insane. 25.
Yeah, the whole process is insane.
You will interrupt the show to play an entire Bill Nye the Science Guy song.
That's me doing it. That's my comedy. That's not audience members' comedy. That's me.
Yes, it is. You didn't make the song. The audience member sent it in.
I'm using it as a drop, though, like Carl Simpson stuff, which is funny.
We should have super tips. Also, we should have drops. Let's see. LJ Clabarino, Dick, did you hear the news? Oh, wait, you didn't. Because of your ears. Cameron for 2, it's not your fault. Most live podcasts are terrible. Cameron for 2, Vito wasn't helping either. For another 2, he says, just kidding, I loved you, Vito. And for another 2, he says, psych.
See, this is what they would do with the AI. Stretch it out for 5 things.
Hack the Movies for 10 says, hey, Vito, I didn't read the text you sent me during Hackamania when you should have been socializing. Well, I didn't send them to you during Hackamania. Hackamania was already over. Brits Man for 5. Dick likes his Pokemon cards the way he likes Vito's PP, not near mint. J-Rob Detailing for 20 euros.
Don't say it on the channel. That's all.
There you go. J-Rob Detailing for 20 euros. Gentlemen, I've missed a few shows, but getting up to date now. Just have been busy with work and stuff. Hope you're both well, and cheers as always. Black Crimson for 5.
Thanks.
Good show at Hackamania. Glad Big's Problem is back in the air. Thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourself.
Thanks.
Johnny Rico for 5. They made Hot Girl a Latinx in the new Superman movie. Vote up Redhead Erasure.
Oh.
Yeah, you gonna see that new Superman there, Dick?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah? Can you see movies?
I mean,
Can you go to the movie theater, or you gotta watch them at home?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. When is it out?
I don't know. It must be pretty soon, I would hope.
I'll just wear earplugs or something. At some point, I just don't care anymore. Fuck it.
Jesus. Schizo Sean TV for 50. I'm the bunny man. Oh, hey, it's the guy, it's Schizo Sean, who we met at Hackamania. He says, I'll be going over my video. This is the guy who had the cops called on him by Eric July. And I will be exposing Eric's lies live on Twitch.
Yes.
At Schizo Sean TV. One more time, that's at Schizo Sean TV. Come hear what I have planned next for Mr. July. Also, the super chat counts as Vito's booty. The booty's at Dick's house. I can't get it. Hot Fart.
I'm gonna do a mega
for
booty.
5.
We'll add them all up. I'll
Okay.
keep a tally running.
Hot Fart Dingledorf. Oh, I should grab out of my card. Did I tell you what I did? Was a fan said, "Hey, I have this giant Final Fantasy statue." I'm like, "Oh, awesome!" And he said, "Yeah, what's the address for Vito's booty?" And I said, "Oh, it's this PO box in San Gabriel. Don't worry about it." So now I have a giant Final Fantasy statue that was not sacrificed on the altar of Vito's booty.
What an idiot. Why would you do that, dude?
Why would you ask me for the address?
Yeah.
Fuck that up good.
Right.
Hot Fart Dingledorf 5.
How big is it?
Dude, it's like...
What is it of?
It's I can't even take it out of the box. It's so big. It's cloud, and it's like 1/4 scale. The box is like this big. I haven't taken it out yet.
You have a little boy, like a doll?
I have a little boy doll of Cloud
boy?
Strife, it seems like, yeah.
Okay.
He's a little man, Dick, not a little boy.
Looks like a little boy.
I haven't taken it out yet. It's so big. I should take it out. Hot Fart Dingledorf 5 says,
I guess you really tricked us, Vito. You really won.
I really won. I got more trash. Shut up. Glad to see my internet father figure and my internet creepy uncle figure are back. Enorma Skunt for 5. Vito should change his name to Roy G. Biv because he is visibly on the spectrum. Schizo Sean for another 5 says, after every Friday, directly after Biggest Problem, tune into the new and OnlyFans show, The After Problem, only on YouTube on Schizo Sean TV. Well, guys, you might have to check out Schizo Sean.
Fucking finally, I've been waiting for somebody to make a programming block around this show for 3 years.
Well, I know Josh Denny supposedly goes live before us, but he never pings me to retweet it.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does his show every Friday, like before 6, but he's got to ping me so I remember to promote him. Yeah. Also, he does it on Twitter. He's got to put it on YouTube. Wakakataka
he can't last on YouTube.
I know he
you
can't.
Can barely last on YouTube.
That's true. Watakata for 5 says, I spent too much time thinking about Sean not going to Dick's wedding. Diamond G for 2. Finally got my copy of Super Killer, and it was lit. Cool. And for another 2, he says, the colors sucked, though. Guys, you know what? I won't make the announcement, but we are on track. Let's put it that way. Frank Lucas for 1. Thank you. Ween for 5 on the last 2 hours of my 12-hour shift. Glad this show is here to give me energy. Keep up the good work. LJ Clabarino for 2 says, I hate Gain Eggers.
Me too.
And I'm not going to say it fast. Purple Possum for 50. Great time meeting you guys at Hackamania. Vito borrowed my mouse but didn't need it or had no USB-C ports. It is the latter. I don't have USB-C ports on that old laptop. Had a great time. Great meeting everyone. Man, I was so glad I didn't accidentally play pornography during our set. I was like, man, I should really clean up this laptop before I do it, but I didn't have time. Shit Lips for 5. I kept being like, all right,
you got a dirty laptop and a dirty room?
I was like, media browser, please don't play a playlist because I think my playlist is all horrific pornography.
My parents' house is spotless. Their computer desktop is just littered with trash.
Oh yeah.
My computer's spotless. Wherever I live is just, if there's no woman there, it's cluttered as hell. But you have both are a mess.
Everything's a horrible nightmare.
Wow.
Shit Lips for 5. Vito, please fix your audio. Hopefully the audio was okay. It doesn't sound like it was too bad.
Probably
Johnny
fine.
Rocket for 10 says there's still time to back the Maniac. That's Maniac with a K. Vito says, I win if we hit 2K before Super Killer releases. Guys, check out the Maniac with a K on fundmycomic.com. Were you talking to the Fund My Comic guy about something?
Yeah, I said that he needed Apple Pay, and then he said something. He said we have a proprietary. He said something that I know immediately means their setup is fucked, and like he's getting somebody who's totally incompetent is building it. Same, like it's like Rumble times 10. But I'm like, all right, whatever. Like you guys are. I mean, no offense. I'm just
it might work. I don't know as long as it's working, right?
No offense, but I'm an expert when it comes to
payment
websites,
processors, and
e-commerce, and what you're doing. So no offense, but. Take a second look.
Some people want to do what they're gonna do. You can't force it.
Yeah, I don't nothing. I mean nothing bad by it. I'm just saying, take a second look at it.
Maybe it's worth looking into.
It's nothing
Rakeda
to me.
Law is here. We saw him at Hackamania. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
I was sad. I thought the karaoke was being live streamed because that was great. He did I forget what song he did. And then I did
you were great. Vinny said you were great at karaoke.
Well, I did You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette, but I did it from the perspective of Aaron Imholt.
Oh.
Because I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away, April. It's not fair. It was fun. Anyway, Nick Ricada says, it's about a jilted lover. 8647 is the number of calories in Vito's breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast today, so I win. Vito, make like the kid next door and get awkwardly stared at by you. Nick's been tweeting some cryptic stuff at me that I don't completely understand. Johnny Rico for 2. Yeah, I get that part. Oh. Johnny Rico for 2. Whose idea was the remote setup? I hate it. Dick's ears are dying. What are you going to do? Heartfart Dingledorf for 5. Dick likes red grapes. Vito likes gang grapes. Cold Lampin for 2. Vito, come to Boston. You ruined it by canceling. I don't know what that means. Enormous Skunt for 2. Let's all take a ride down the sewer slide. Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2. 2 super chats 15 minutes in. Yeesh, Vito, get it together. Captain Insano for 2. R.I.P. Biggest Problem. We hardly knew ye. Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2. Vito is huge. Mullet Kid for 2. R.I.P. Show. Another win for the toe. Is the toe winning right now? I think the toe is winning. Lava D Sauce for 5. After 14K in tests to figure out an issue years ago, I was eventually told we don't know. And that's how I was taught to never go to the doctor. I'm actually going to go to
Well-
the doctor for the first time in a while.
For
See
what?
what's wrong? I don't know. Just get a checkup, I guess.
What does that mean?
They do like blood tests, just check, make sure you're not
What are you
dead.
testing for, like, in the blood?
It's probably diabetes, I assume, at this point.
You have it.
But possibly. It's very possible.
No, it's free of charge. No, you
Free of
100%
charge.
have
Thank
it.
you, Dr.
Yeah,
Dick.
Diabetes
Yeah.
type 2. You got it.
I just live like I have diabetes. I keep bananas around or whatever. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Mr. Poop Snorkel for 2. Bulbous. Lawrence Devaney for 10. Vito, spot on about rap analysis. No matter where I go, there are overeducated white hipsters trying to explain the nuance of every bowel movement passed by Kendrick or Lamar or some other
So
pop rap.
annoying.
It really is. Rap analysis should be a problem. It's so pretentious. It's like he rhymed words on top of a beat. There's nothing else you need to say. Leon's Law for 5. My
It's
girl's
like,
mom.
just say the N-word. Like this, you wrote this whole essay because you like it's the same sentiment that you're expressing.
I wonder if there have been any critical essays of Ye's new song. I wonder what the rap analysis community is. Well, with a bold chorus, he comes forth and pronounces cleanly. I also hate like that. You remember that website where you could like look up rap lyrics and it would tell you what they mean? But then
No.
like sometimes they would argue. Rap Genius, I think it was called.
No, I don't know that site.
Yeah, so it'd be like, yeah, all my N-words sipping licorice. And then you'd like hover over sipping licorice and it'd be like, in the dirty South, this is a drink involving what, and you're like, oh, okay, now I know more about the culture.
Yeah, but it would have like a British accent, like a
Yeah.
wildlife guy. No, in the American South,
in the American
sipping
South.
licorice, similar to zip.
Sipping licorice is not actually a rap term, but I think it should be because that sounds pretty good. Sipping licorice with my boys on the porch. Let's see. Leon's Law for 5. My girl's mom has tinnitus, and my girl has a condition where sound causes her pain called hyperacusis.
Yeah, I know. I hope it's not that hyper shit. If it's that, I'm
nasty
fucked.
stuff. Seems genetic. Nobody else in your family has these problems, though, right?
No.
All right. Well, Dean Shock for 2. Thanks for the laugh, boys. Schizo Sean for 2. You turned your hotel room into a pigsty. Oh, man, I just threw that mattress right in front of the AC. Oh, I slept like a baby. Poda for 5. I took a picture of a plant, and Bing AI said it was hemp. I cracked the stem, and my fingers got itchy. Turned out it was stinging nettle. AI is garbage. That sucks. Pigeon for 20.
okay.
Why did you think it was hemp?
Why did
Where'd
you rely
see
on it?
Yeah, where did you see it? Was it just outside? And you're like, oh, hemp, I'll play with it. Pigeon for 20, residential blasting. Now that's a thrill. Jing Wong for 5. God damn it, Vito, don't talk shit about the Huff and Puff slot machine. That game rules. Unless the operator set it too tight, you suck. Do you guys want me to upload my video of me playing the Huff and Puff slot machine? Maybe I'll put it on Twitter. I won like $120. Bob Terwilliger for 20. Great June coming up for me. Going to the $1 Million Extreme. Well, you put MDE Extreme, but $1 Million Extreme World Peace premiere in New York City on the 5th. Then on the 21st, it's the WATP TDS Spectacular.
Yeah.
Dick, what did you say you wanted everyone to come wearing? Something about sandals.
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock theme?
Yacht rock theme. Yeah.
No one's going to do that.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're all doing it.
All right. Coup for 2. Biggest problem is not enough anime pachinko. I do wish they had pachinko in Vegas. I would play pachinko. Coup for 5. Tukey loves fast food and gambling. He and Vito should team up and do a show about these subjects. I actually did enjoy hanging out with Tukey. And when we went to White Castle, we were discussing various fast food facts. So maybe me and Tukey could do the fast food podcast.
Wow.
Utah Beast Armenian for 2.
Does Tukey like talking about stuff that he's going to do one day also?
Yeah. He's
That's
very
cool.
good at it.
You guys could talk about stuff.
We could talk all
day.
about that. Grogu for 2. AI therapy Vader is the beginning of Terminator. I agree. Bender for 5. The only thing more discussing the Vito and his grape comments is Fortnite. We do hate Fortnite. Claptrap and Destroyer for 5. I'm late. Here's some money.
Thanks.
Koof for 2. I'm going to get replaced with Darth Vader AI. Yeah, now I can have Darth Vader tell me not to kill myself, Koof. That would actually be a good way to open the show. Let's get that voice clip. Pigeon for 5. If an ad campaign stops you from sewer slide, you should do it. Pineapple Man for 2.
Mentioning suicide at all makes people do it. Like,
yeah,
there's no version of "Hey, don't kill yourself" that won't make people kill themselves more.
Haven't they done studies where like
Yes.
any attempt to like educate teenagers about suicide just makes them more likely to commit suicide?
Yeah, and definitely having
Because they
billboards
just start
everywhere.
thinking about it and obsessing about it.
Yeah,
Suicide awareness like causes more suicide, I think.
yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? Pineapple Man for 2. Fake cop motorcycle fairings.
Yeah, you
Old
know,
heads know.
Pineapple Man. You know the story.
He knows what's going on.
You know the story.
Tiarni for 5. Repeat problem that Maddox hated. California cop fairings.
Yeah.
Aspartame brain tumor for 5. People with fake cop cars. It's got a cop motor, a 440 cubic inch plant. It's got cop tires, cop suspensions, cop shocks. Yeah. Bad times. Jab City for 5. When are you sending out that $25 shipping invoice for a 3.5 year late comic, Cheeto? Well, it's not 3.5 years late. So fuck you.
So when are you sending the invoice out?
The shipping will be very affordable.
Oh.
I'm gonna ship it cheap.
Can you pay in installments? Can you pay the shipping in installments?
Yeah, you can pay it in installments. We'll get installments.
With Crackle or whatever that is.
Oh, Mike Hunt reminds me for 2. He says the joke was a guy who loves giving eye tests. You remember that bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love giving the test. It's fun for me. Take as long as you want. The no pressure eye exam where it's like, can I see 2 again? Yes. Yeah, you can see 2 again.
Man, that should have been my problem, explaining your symptoms to docs. Like, you're like, man, if I don't explain these symptoms exactly right, it means that I'm deaf. And if I do explain them right, I get my hearing back. Like, that's the game we're playing here, because the doctor doesn't give a fuck. You got about 10 seconds to make a good impression.
My problem is when the doctor just won't let me lie to them to get the conversation over with.
Like, what?
Well, because I'm getting that, I get that super Ritalin or whatever, you know, because it just gives you, it's just basically cocaine in a pill. But to get it, I have to talk. Yeah, it is meth, basically. So I talked to the,
wait. What are you taking?
I don't want to talk about it, but it's like, you know, it's like a hyper Ritalin super focus or whatever.
When did you start taking this?
I've been taking it for like months, like 6 months.
Wow.
It makes you know about this. I've told you about this.
I don't know.
But the thing is, because it's a controlled substance, every month I have to have a televisit with the doctor or whatever to make sure I'm not abusing it.
You are abusing it.
I'm not abusing it. I'm using it to fucking get energy.
What?
It lets me focus
on that shit.
It gives me focus. It's focus. Extra focus.
How can you prove that?
I don't know. It works. It's good.
It's meth. That's why it's definitely good. How's it helping you?
It helps me focus on my work, which is what it's prescribed for, and that's what it's for. Okay.
But every time, exercise?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, it gives me some pep. It gives me some energy. The thing is, I talk to this, Asian lady, and she goes, "So have you been exercising lately?" And I go, "Yeah." And then she goes, "Really?" I go, "Yeah, pretty much every day I've been exercising." And she goes, "Yeah, really? Really?" And I go, "Will you just let me say that I've been exercising? You need to add the, that's strange. Doesn't look like it. Just let me lie, okay? I'm exercising a good amount."
Oh, my goodness. How long are you going to stay on this methamphetamine for?
I don't know. I just take it when I need to work, It works. I would say I'd give you one, but I think that's against the law. Pigeon for 2.
I mean, I have meth. I don't need.
Well, you don't have meth, but
I have. Adderall.
You have Adderall, sure. Yeah,
I can't take anything now, though. I'm nothing. No liquor, nothing.
This is the slow release. So, like, the problem with Adderall is it's like a quick burst, right? This stuff like slow release all day long.
What's it called?
It's called like Concerta. Is the brand name? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The weird thing is, and I didn't realize this was a thing, is that the pill doesn't dissolve. It just turns black.
Inside of you?
Yeah. So I looked in the toilet and there was just a little black capsule and I went, when did I eat a tiny black capsule? And it's like, oh no, that thing it doesn't digest. It just passes through you and turns black as night.
Wait. Your pill is not supposed to come out in your poop. What are you talking about?
It came out in my poop. Yeah, that's what it does.
No, it's digestible. The medicine comes out when you digest the pill. What are you talking about?
And what's left is an entire pill. The whole pill comes out, but it's turned black. It's fucking weird.
Because it's full of bloody shit.
I know, that's what it is. I don't think I have an ulcer, okay? The rest of my stool looks fine. But it was really
have you
weird.
Read the side effects for Concerta?
I looked up. I said, "Is it supposed to come out as a giant black pill or whatever?"
This,
and they said,
this
yeah.
says one of the side effects is that your perception of color is distorted.
Oh yeah, I've been getting that.
Like you see different colors when you're that other people aren't seeing when you're looking at them.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I mean,
I don't take it every day. I take it during the work
like it
week.
says, reds will look slightly off and yellows will look slightly off too than what they are to everyone else.
Well, no wonder coloring this comic has been a nightmare. Every day the colors look different to me. Fuck. Yeah, that's what's causing it. Well, it's been working. And again, I don't take it all the time. I just take it when I get
It's been working to get you high, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. It helps you focus. That's the point. Whatever. Everybody has a thing.
This beer really helps me focus.
I could just I could go get cocaine if I wanted a bunch of energy, but instead I have found a legal fucking thing that has been prescribed to me. And an Asian lady grills me about it every week.
For productivity and focus.
For productivity. I'm not like using it for funsies.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Pigeon for 2, the most FUN you can have on a Friday evening. Mr. Total for 10. Neck tension can reach your ears and jaws, might cause issues like this. It might be worthless, but try neck and shoulder massage and stretching. I've had similar issues from rheumatoid arthritis.
I'm getting a massage tomorrow.
I was gonna say, go get a massage. Yeah.
I got a wonderful gay guy that I go to for a massage. I'm going to have him go all over my face and my neck and my jaw, get his fingers in my mouth. I'm going to ask him to do. I'm just doing anything. It's just every day.
Well, have you seen the guy who grabs people by the neck and he like yanks them back?
No, I'm not doing
I really
that
think
shit.
you got to get the nose balloon. MC Light Saber for 10. It's wild that Ripitards call Bosch Foston histrionic. When Eric and his butt buddies were crabbing themselves over bunny, money, and novelty scissors, at least someone tried to whack Bosch. I don't know that story. Is Bosch been... Well, Bosch is the guy making that Pigman comic, right?
Yeah, did the Islams try to get him?
Probably. Yeah, I think
does he live in the UK?
I don't know.
Isn't he
I assume
British?
not, because he couldn't make that... How could he make that comic if he's in the UK?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They wouldn't let him do it.
He must be American.
He must be American. Johnny Rocker for 5.
He gets really upset if you shit on the troops, though.
Well,
have you noticed that?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen that.
He's like, it's like, bro.
Was he in the military or something?
I don't think so. Military guys don't get that pissed.
I don't know. Some guys really internalize the love of military, you know? It's the core foundation of protect our freedoms.
Like, fuck, man, calm down. You're not in the military. What are you so upset about?
Also, I'm pretty sure the military guys, did you see the report that like the Department of Veteran Affairs just has been giving away an extra couple billions of dollars a year, and they're like, oops.
Yeah,
like, we're just
because like every veteran's doing a disability scam. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you are a veteran and you're not doing a disability scam, you're probably fucking up.
You're a sucker.
Yeah. You just go, I got PTSD, give me some money.
Don't yell at me, Bosch.
Johnny Rocker for 5 says the AI super chats suck. It will interrupt a joke. Don't do it. Well, we wouldn't have it interrupt. You can choose when to play them.
Never.
You play them during the super chat portion.
No.
We could just try it.
No.
Mateo Roberto for 5. I was listening to Melton's show and he was tearing Vito down for reasons I can't remember. And the worst part was the AI voice chats. Well, because he lets them interrupt the show. Just don't let them interrupt the show.
Then play them what? When the show's not on? Great,
during
Vito.
the terrible super chat segment that nobody likes anyway.
Everyone
Nobody's sitting around for this shit.
Segment. Everyone
except
hates
Reddit this shit. Ideal Mexican for 20. Hearing the disappointment in Richard's voice when he saw what was in the fridge was so great after hearing his problem.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you got to watch the Hackamania to see what was in the fridge. Balder for 2. Diabeto. Yes. Tay Nick for 10. Dick signed my hot Goss T. Oh, you signed a lady's assets, yes?
Yeah, thanks for coming. That was cool.
And my husband got the first comic appearance of Super Killer in ISOM 2. Yes, I drew Super Killer into somebody's ISOM 2 copy.
Oh,
and
wow.
That is the first.
How long did that take
Super
you to draw? Like
a couple months.
That's amazing.
It's very good. And Dickinson Post for 5 says Fund by Comics is going to ban people for doxing backers when given proof. Bad policy, bad tech. Still no Twitter cards on pages, no SEO at all. I don't know, man. People are using it. Justin, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know what's going on over there. Justin Broderick for 2. Anything Kendrick Lamar says is not that deep. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And that might, let's see if there's, we got one last super chat from our good friend Koof, who says, I can't believe Superkiller was delayed because of Concerta. Superkiller was not delayed because of Concerta. Concerta has helped with the creation.
Concerta is the only reason that Superkiller's coming out. Vito's like the
yeah.
Nazi army.
Without that,
with
you'd have
illusion.
nothing.
Yeah.
Guys, vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. And check out Hackamania, Biggest Problem in Hackamania. Dick show this Sunday. And,
sorry for the remote show.
Everyone
I hope my ears get
everyone
better.
pray for Dick and his ears.
Goodbye.
Bye.